What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know what it is. We back in the building. It's another Saturday, so we here to enlighten you motherfuckers as we do oh so well. Eeny. The rant for this week is this. All you motherfuckers out there with dogs, we don't give a fuck how nice your dog is, how sweet your dog is. We don't give a fuck that you love your dog. It ain't my motherfucking dog. I don't want the bitch sniffing me. I don't want it around me. Don't tell me, oh, my dog is so sweet. I don't give a fuck. That's your motherfucking dog. Stop thinking we got to give a fuck about your goddamn fur baby the way you give a fuck about your goddamn fur baby. Matter of fact, fuck you and your fur baby. How about that shit? God damn it. Yeah, it is what it is. But now that we got that out the way, what up, what up, what up? What's happening, good people? We in the building. Let's go ahead and introduce these motherfuckers right here. Surprisingly, we can actually see this motherfucker this week. Easy the General. What's happening, son?
Nigga, even though you can see me, you still can't see me, motherfucker. What's cracking?
Wow, this is what we doing, huh?
This is what we doing, nigga. I'm like the Black John Cena up in this motherfucker. You can't see me. Like Tupac said.
That's one of the
can't see
corniest lines you ever said, my nigga. Don't ever say that shit again.
Whatever,
Don't ever say that shit again.
Whatever.
Next up. What she got on this week? Petty ass pumpkin. What's happening?
It's your girl, petty ass pumpkin.
Oh shit.
It's giving streetwalker. It's giving, pick me up if you want to. I'm excited for this week. I'm excited to
it's giving streetwalker off the rip.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Speaking of picking up streetwalkers.
Oh,
I thought Boom was on the show. I thought we had Boom on this week.
Oh my God.
What's the verdict, son? Oh, now he don't got nothing to say, huh? You a mute right now? You a mute right now, son? That's what we doing this week?
Start the show.
I'll be right back.
Roger that, my nigga.
Hold on, baby. Chill. Hold on. You know what time it is, man. Come on, man. All on the table. A cast unmatched. Get outclassed. Who's not typecast for telling fables. The artifacts just kick back. Enjoy the panel. With true flies in all sides. Get different angles. With grown talk the mission. Small talk is missing. Free talk don't always equate to your addition. The difference. No misstep in intellect. Delayed stress. This podcast a safe bet. Stay enlightened.
All right, we're in the building. We got a special guest in the building tonight, and I asked Hectic what do I call her, and he gave me like 35 different names. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hi, Reese's Pieces. Y'all seen my full name already in the intro, so.
Hey, listen, he told me she go by this, but call her this. And maybe you can say that. I said, well, I'm going to just put all that shit in there. It is what
I'll answer to all of them. I'll answer to all of them.
Roger the fuck that. So let the folks know who you are, what you do, and all that type.
In the adult entertainment industry, Reese's Pieces. I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised. I don't know what else to say.
Okay. You know what? I find it crazy that pretty much nobody ever knows how to introduce themselves. I think people just don't like talking about themselves, I guess. So it makes it hard to kind of introduce yourself. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Why do you think it's so hard?
I don't even like to talk.
Oh, shit. Yet you chose to come on a podcast.
Yeah. As a favor. I was asked by, my homie Heck. So.
Roger that. So you said you are in the adult entertainment business? How did you get into the adult entertainment business?
Heck was actually the first person I ever shot with. Friend of a friend, I'd say.
He pops a lot of porn cherries, huh?
I still have some of my original pictures.
Wow. I'm pretty sure he still got them too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we shoot a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I should just let y'all two talk because I don't know.
I don't know.
Why you acting weird? Just ask fucking
I'm
questions.
not being weird, son. You being all extra nonchalant, Joe Cool tonight. I don't know what's
Right.
going on.
Ain't
Nah, I
never.
just know that we shot once, and he decided to bring out his catalog, his little inventory. You remember that, Heck?
time?
Pulled out a bunch
You
of
remember
swords
that?
on you. Pulled out some extra swords, huh?
By the time he got done, I turned around and I was like, "Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
You done?
Oh wow.
No more spanking? No more spanking? Can we
Well,
do it
we
again?"
did a lot of we did something with a cucumber that day, and some other stuff.
Yes, we
so,
did.
yeah,
Not what y'all thinking, but it was close enough.
yeah.
Wait. You can't say not. We use the cucumber, but it's not what y'all thinking. But I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. What the fuck? Nah.
Use
I'm
your
thinking,
imagination.
I'm thinking quite a few things.
Exactly. But clearly it's not what none of what we thinking.
Not at all.
And you know what? That is on brand. That is on brand for Hectic.
Yes.
Well, what? Damn.
You be thinking one thing, Hectic on a whole nother plane somewhere.
That's why I will always work with him.
Roger the fuck that. What do
I
you
try to
enjoy
be
most
creative.
about the sex worker industry?
The money.
Mm.
The money.
So I guess you ain't sitting in the pot with a lot of these motherfuckers that talk about they making a lot of money.
No.
You actually making it
I'm
happen.
at home. I'm at home enjoying my money.
How long have you been doing it?
6 years now. I think since 2019.
And it just instantly popped from the rip?
I'm good
Literally?
at what I do.
Roger.
I'm good at it.
So I need to ask the question that I'm pretty sure anybody that has seen any of your clips and or videos want to know. Is that thing 100% organic or no?
Yes.
100%.
Yes. I've only ever had surgery to make something smaller, not bigger.
Okay, it makes sense now. And I
But
gotta
it's all
say,
me.
I'm a little bit upset that you did that.
Yeah, he's a titty man.
I had spinal surgery.
Oh.
And there was about 60 pounds of extra weight on my chest.
You made your spine smaller, you saying?
No, I had spinal surgery. I got breast reduction. So
yeah,
he a little slow. He sat in the corner
He
of
is
his
slow
room
tonight.
and
I'm slow every night. What you talking about?
He rode
need a shot. I need a
rode the
shot for that
short blue
one.
bus.
I need a shot for that one.
You said you had surgery to make something smaller and then said I had spinal surgery. I don't
Okay, so
right.
You gotta put
I had
two
a
and
car
two together.
accident. I had a car accident, and then I herniated 2 discs in my spine. I had a spinal injury. And after my spinal surgery, I couldn't stand straight anymore.
Wow.
I had 2 midgets on my chest. So you know what I mean? I had to cut that shit in half.
Well, I appreciate the midgets.
How big were they before?
Heck is one of the few people who has seen the pre instead of just the post.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was actually going to answer the question. That's what I was waiting
No.
for.
Oh, he was waiting for your size before.
My what?
Your size before.
36E.
Whoa. Girl.
He loves that.
Nice.
He just passed out.
And I am only 5'4". I'm 5'4", 160 pounds.
Nice. So you was about 45 pounds of titty. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, it was 60. 60. It was 60 pounds.
60 pounds of titty. You can get a
30.
workout and have a good time. Fuck you, me.
Listen, my core, my lower body strength is incredible.
I
Oh,
bet.
that's great.
Sheesh. So what got you into the sex industry?
Money.
Period.
Money. That's
Period.
it.
So you woke up one day and said, I need to make some money. Let
Yeah.
me go ahead and get into porn.
Yeah. That was as simple as that. That was basically it.
So what did you do to make that happen then?
Um, it's kind of explicit. No, I
We
had
here
I
for
had
it.
I had a couple of connections in the music industry already. I've been in
Mhm.
a couple music videos already. And my friend in the music industry got connected with Heck in the porn industry. And we just kind of like it was like, hey, toss in a good word for me. I'm good at what I do.
We purposely have only one script.
Like you will not be disappointed. Don't worry.
Hmm.
Great Mo, he's just slow today. I don't know what he got going on today.
What is we talking about?
I put the guest on
Right.
full screen. What the fuck is we talking about? I'm the slow one, but he ain't figured that part out yet. I'm
No,
confused
I'm good. You have people watching, like, why is there one screen going on?
because the guest is who we spotlighting right now. We
Oh
can't
wait,
spotlight our
hold on.
guest.
Cause she did a fit check earlier. I need to give y'all my fit check because it is the polar opposite of the fine ass shit that Shorty got on right now.
Thank you.
Okay. She looked like she ready to go to the club. I look like I'm ready to go rob somebody.
Oh shit.
You got some black forces on?
Annie up.
Yup.
I thought
Black
they was
sweat,
banned in New York.
black jacket, black hoodie.
I thought
No.
Black Forces was banned in New York.
Boy.
You can try to ban them, but the Air Force One energy will always be there.
Yeah,
Period.
but the black ones mean you about to get into
About
something.
to, yeah.
Bro,
We
she
bout that
already
life.
just told us she on demon time.
That means we
Facts.
bout that life.
Facts. Beyond
Listen, you
about
could
that
be
life.
you could be dressed to the T from the shins up, but if you got them black ups on, yeah, you about that life.
Something's about to happen and everybody's nervous.
Everybody. Running, ducking, hiding.
Facts.
So yeah, I met her. We were at. It was me and a couple other people. We were at a mansion,
Yeah.
doing some content, and my homie pulled her, brought her through,
Yo, I need a
and
shot. I need a
I
shot.
told her she needs to get into it.
And I kind of already had some experience in that industry.
Where am I?
So it was like, wait, I can make more money? What?
What do you mean you already had experience in the industry?
I had experience being a pretty little thing on someone's arm.
Whatever the
So now
fuck
I
that
just
means,
needed to
cool.
be that's all it is. Being paid to be somebody's pretty little thing holding on their arm.
So you went from a pretty little thing on the arm to a pretty little thing on the leg.
To be a pretty little thing on camera.
Roger the fuck that. And Hectic was the one that introduced you fully into the whole scenario.
Yep. It
So
was the first
Hectic, how was that first experience of bringing her in? Because I know you've me and you have had numerous conversations, and I know you've explained that a lot of motherfuckers think they want to do this shit, but this shit don't really be what they think until shit start popping off. So how was that first experience of her getting inducted or getting her porn cherry popped, if you will?
So let me be clear. The first time we met, the only thing we did was photo shoots. But as
Okay.
we were doing the photo shoot, I was telling her, we were explaining certain things to her. It wasn't until probably a year later that we actually shot content. Maybe later,
Okay.
actually shot content. But we always kept in touch. We always, like
Yeah.
I said, we know mutual people, so we always kept in touch. But yeah, the first time was we did a photo shoot. We
So
did a photo shoot by the pool, movie theater.
Oh, that was dope. Oh my God. I still have the photo from the movie theater.
Yeah, I have them too. Yeah.
So was your first year predominantly only pictures, or you
Say-
just it just took a year for you on Hectic to work?
I think he waited until I had enough experience under my belt to even be close to his level of what he wanted to get done on camera. And I don't disagree. I needed that experience. So
So
yeah,
what'd you do to gain that experience?
a whole lot of fucking. Basically it, a whole lot of fucking. But it
So
was like it was more so learning how to deal with people in the industry than it
okay,
was the actual act.
okay. So
It was
during
like
that
learning how
time,
to navigate.
was it like dealing with like bigger name talents, or just dealing just anybody in general that's in the industry, if you will?
Any it's for
At
real, anybody for real.
it was up and coming. It was people who had already made names for themselves, and it was people who had no name at all in the industry. That this was just for them on their own personal shit.
Okay. Does it really make a difference if somebody has like a name or not?
Is the money still green?
Oh,
I mean, that mainly why I'm asking. I mean, I hear a lot
And
of people
if the money's
constantly
still
talk
green, I
about.
could give a less of a fuck where it goes.
No, I understand, but I hear people talk about, this person ain't as big as me, or names and this, that, and the third. And it's like if
I
every
never paid attention.
okay,
That's
because
that's the
yeah,
industry. That's the industry now.
okay,
Even when I first got in, if your work looked good, if you worked with some, people that they may have known or had some references, people would hit you up all the time. Now it's like I only
If the
want to
industry
work
is
with
flooded,
so and so and so because they have this many followers and they've shot with this person and they did, and it's all garbage now. It's for real garbage now because
the
no one's
industry is
really in
flooded
it
with
for
too
their
many
money.
people who think they know what they're doing. They think just because they know how to fuck that they know how to perform, and there's a huge difference.
And most
Mhm.
of them don't know how to fuck.
I know, like back in the day, DVD days. Punkin
Damn.
probably don't remember those, but
I'm a
you only
Blu-ray baby.
say again.
I'm a Blu-ray baby.
Roger the fuck that. I don't know what
What you
happened.
know?
Yeah.
I'm
You
shoot
good.
shit,
Keep going.
man. Um, but Hector can still answer this. So back in the day when everything was DVDs, you pretty much saw the same rotation of chicks. It probably was maybe 10 to 15 chicks you've seen on every fucking DVD. No matter what it was, you seen the same dudes, all of that shit. Like it was just a set rotation. So you think with the OnlyFans going as crazy as it did during COVID, you think that's what
My fault.
kind of made that super influx and kind of fucked the game up?
No,
Wait, what I missed?
so there was a reason why you saw the same people.
I'm
A When we talk about the legends of porn,
no.
those females were filthy, like at all times. It didn't matter who the male was, it didn't matter what the scene was. They were doing their all, right? So if you have something that works and it's not broken and there's a high demand for these people, why wouldn't you keep shooting? You know what I mean? And by this time, they know who they're working with. They know the producers, they know the camera person, they know everybody. So it's easy to get into those roles. The problem now, especially with the influx, this is one cause of the influx. People go on said podcast or go on said YouTube channel, whatever the fuck, and be like, I just made $4 million this month.
Fraud.
So you telling me you made $12 million this year, and you sitting on someone's couch telling them how much money you made? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Because if I made $12 million, y'all not seeing me. I'm just being honest. Like I'm gonna be on
Gone.
someone's fucking island somewhere,
Gone. I'm on a
chilling.
beach somewhere drinking Mai Tais.
You feel me? A
If I
lot of the
made
people that
12
go on these
million,
podcasts and say how much money they make. So now a girl will see this girl and be like, "Well, I look like her, if not better. If she could do it, I know I could do it."
I
And
told
they
you
get
before,
in this shit
it's
and
like the rap
fall
industry.
head first. Right.
If I made
Yeah.
$12 million, fucking guess what I'm gonna be doing? I ain't gonna be on no couch or no podcast. I'm gonna be somewhere fucking making
Well,
12 more
that
million.
too. But I mean, you're gonna have something. You're gonna have something to show your investments or what you know what I mean? Like,
I ain't
Mhm.
even gonna lie. If
I,
I had $12 million, I'm not gonna have $12 million for long.
damn.
I'm not gonna resist being like giving to charity.
Oh, you give
I'm
them
not gonna be able to
the Red
resist giving to
Cross.
charity. I'm gonna pay for somebody's fucking tuition. I'm gonna pay for an entire neighborhood's tuition.
Oh, that's a tax write-off too, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm making
I
sure
can
kids go
respect
to
that.
college. I'm making sure
Yeah.
families have homes and food, heat, electricity, gas, hot water. I'm making sure families are taken care of if I get $12 million. I'm changing people's lives.
Hmm. How was
Well,
the
my peoples.
so I've been seeing the well, when it first started, I wasn't super impressed about it. Still not really super impressed myself. But how was your buns and basketball experience?
Y'all would have been more entertained if it was football.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know how to play basketball, and I told them that.
And see, I think that's the part for me that I can't get into because it's like I get
Football,
it. It's
please.
just asses everywhere. I get that part.
Football. Can you imagine how much better those asses would look playing football?
Wait. Have you ever seen lingerie football?
Yeah,
Yes.
lingerie football's a thing.
That
Yeah.
shit's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And they hit
shit's
hard.
amazing. Facts.
Yeah.
Like facts. That shit is for real. But with the buns in basketball, it's like, don't get me wrong, it's asses everywhere. But after a while, it's like you
No,
just
because
see chicks that don't even
they
give a fuck after
introduced
a
me,
point.
when they introduced me to it, they were like, "Nah, they're not really playing. It's just for show." They were really playing. I'm sorry, they were really playing,
Oh, so
and
they
those
must have
girls can
started getting
play.
serious.
They can fucking play. They have no business being amateurs when it comes to playing basketball like that. They
So
should
they
be
finally
making bread.
so they finally went and found chicks that actually could play ball that
Oh
got
yeah,
wagons then.
they had two
Ah,
sisters
okay.
on opposing teams, and yo,
Oh, they was going
it
at each
was
other.
what? Oh my god, it was amazing to watch.
Wow. Would you do it again?
No,
Why not?
because I don't know how to play, and it was embarrassing.
Oh wow.
It was. It was embarrassing. You're not
What
going
if
to
you
invite
learn
me
how
to
to
a
play
sporting.
real quick?
I have a spinal injury. I jump and land wrong. I'm not getting back up.
Mm.
I'll be the first paraplegic porn star.
I don't
I
know if
don't
you'll
think
be
you'll
the
be the
first.
first.
Yeah, I
There's a
was
niche
about to
for
Because
say.
if
it somewhere.
Dramo's still here, she watches nugget porn. So
There's a niche for it somewhere.
it's called
Oh, it's
nugget porn.
probably definitely one.
I will rename myself. I will rebrand myself as Annie Ann's because I'll be a pretzel.
You stupid.
Yo. Roger the
That was a
fuck
good
that.
one. That was a good one.
Roger the fuck that. If you said you only been in the game for 6 years, right? And since you've been
Yeah.
in the game, you've been killing it enough to where you ain't got to do so much. You can live off,
I
your
thought you
videos.
busted my ass. No, bullshit. Bullshit. I may look like it's easy,
I'm
but
pretty sure it's not easy.
I have injured my spine more
Damn.
by how much work I've put in.
Lord.
Oh, niggas.
And if I could still walk,
Killing that pussy,
I'm
huh?
still gonna work. If I could still walk, I'm still gonna work.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna hold you. And I don't even say it lightly. I've had many different, pussies in my life. And
Yeah.
Left him
yeah.
speechless.
Actually,
He didn't
she
have the
did dry
words.
bone, and it was only supposed to be the dry hump. And I was like, "Nah, we gotta fuck. You gotta sit on this dick now, like for real, for real."
Oh wow. She got you out here humping? Wow.
Yeah.
If you can give one piece of advice, the $1 advice to a motherfucker that's joining the game right now, or trying to get in the game, or thinking about it, what would that be?
Have a solid therapist.
Wow. Was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Was
Have a
not
solid
expecting that
therapist.
at all.
You don't realize
Yeah.
how alone you are in the world until you do porn.
Really?
You can't trust your fellow actors or actresses. These are the same people who will find out something extremely vulnerable or incriminating and be the first ones to put it on Twitter. You cannot trust a lot of
Wow.
people in the industry. You don't know how alone you are until you're in a lucrative business. Like, don't get me wrong, I have support. But as far as emotional support, no, I have nothing. I have a fucking therapist.
Wow.
Get a
I was not
therapist. Get a
expecting to hear
solid
that.
therapist.
I
Someone
mean,
who knows, who
it's
you won't lie
for real
to.
though. No, it's for real. Because you're always, regardless of how you may look, you're always being judged by the other person's look. You're always pretty much in someone's eyes saying you're not good enough for this, not good enough for that. You know, lack this, lack that. Oh, I don't want to work with you because of this or that, or I don't want to work with you because I saw that you were kikiing with this person. That person's the op, and I don't fuck with them, so I'm not gonna
Yep.
fuck with you, bro. It's crazy.
So
So
it's that much porn beef going on? That's crazy.
I got a
Oh, there's
question for
mad porn beefs going on.
I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who don't want to talk bad about the industry because they don't want to, like, I guess, be blackballed by the industry. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it real.
so let me
Women
ask
are
both of
not
y'all.
women do not have many outlets when it comes to really depending on and trusting someone. So I
So
say get a therapist you won't lie to.
let me ask both of y'all a question. Being that y'all are both people of color, I know I heard a lot of black men in the porn industry talk about how they deal with a lot of racism and discrimination. Is that the same for you as a woman of color? And Hectic, do you deal with that also in your personal experience?
Are you
I'll let
asking
her
both of
answer
the
first.
girls?
Yeah, I'm
No,
asking you and Hectic,
you.
but separately, like as a woman of color, do you deal with that same thing? And if so, like what?
I mean,
What?
if I do, I'll be real with you. I try not to even give that any energy. You don't want to work with me, whatever your reason is that for not wanting to work with me, cool, that's on you. I'm not losing no sleep over it. Whatever money I missed working with you, I'm gonna make double that working with somebody else. As far as whatever people's reason are, as long as you don't disrespect me, then we cool. You can have your reasons. You could just say plain out. You don't even need to tell me the reason. Just say, I don't want to work with you. Cool. And I'm on to the next. On to the next 100,000th fucking email. So I don't even. I can't really say like maybe I have, but I haven't really ever paid attention to it.
Okay.
So for me, it's been actually the reverse. Um, it's been more people of color that didn't want to work with me because of X, Y, and Z versus the other.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Actually, one of my
he didn't know you only fuck white bitches, Hectic. He
I
apologized, but
don't,
keep going.
I I don't, I don't only fuck white bitches. I love all women. Um, but
Same.
but um,
There's
in the
Punkin up
dollar
there looking
figure
mighty
mark,
scrumptious.
if the dollar figure mark, I'll make more money doing interracial than I will doing black on black.
I was gonna ask both of y'all, is interracial like is that really that much more lucrative than fucking inside your race? Like, why is it?
I
Because it
don't even
seemed
feel like
like
it's
more
So
people
lucrative.
want to
now,
get
so
into that.
now, remember, you're asking from two different perspectives. You're asking from a
Exactly.
male, and you're asking from a
Exactly.
female.
Yes, that's why
Females
I asked.
move differently than males.
I don't feel like it's very lucrative. What I feel like is people in the back of their minds still see it as something that should not happen. They see it as like a guilty pleasure. Like, oh, I enjoy this, but I'm not gonna let anybody know that I enjoy this. But I'm gonna choke the chicken every single night.
Mm.
So it's like I feel like a lot of people are not upfront. with what they like in porn.
I could say I can't watch a white dude fuck a black chick. It's not an option. It can't happen.
But for me, sales wise, I could only go by what I see sells more than not.
Mhm.
And the past 2 years, I've fucked or did more scenes with black or minority women than I have with white women. And my shit that I shot 10 years ago still flying off the shelves, and that was a white chick. So for me fucking white bitches or dealing with white bitches is gonna sell faster and more for me than me shooting with a black chick.
Mm.
However, because I make my own money and I do what the fuck I want to do, that doesn't stop me from going and wanting to shoot with, someone that I know for a fact is not necessarily going to make me money, because me and them might be cool. I like, the energy they have or something like that. So I still do it.
So I used to always wonder to myself, like, how do y'all get paid from like DVDs, if you will? Because to me it seemed like to me it's like somebody bought a DVD and they keep burning it, right? So now DVDs.
First
Hold
of
on.
all,
So now
Odie,
DVDs.
we not doing DVDs no more.
Can I finish what I was about to say?
Go ahead with your
You
DVD
cool
and
with that?
VHS. Go ahead.
All right.
Go
So
ahead.
now that you don't have none of that type of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you don't have none of that type of shit, but people which I still don't see the difference myself, but people in the porn industry don't see like the OnlyFans type shit as the porn industry, right? So,
well, because technically it's not really centered. Well, OF is not only porn. OF is multiple different things, so it's not. Technically, they're right. Technically, they're right.
And it's not necessarily us that don't look at that as porn. It's them that don't look at it as porn. I literally had to tell people.
If you fucking on camera, is that not considered?
Listen, I'm telling you their mindset. I've literally said to a girl,
I will be right back.
I don't want to shoot. Go ahead. You good.
Hold on. The tequila is running right through me. I will be right back.
You good. Like, I've literally told a girl, oh, she's like, I don't shoot porn. And I was like, you don't? She's like, no. I was like, do you sell nude photos? She's like, yeah. Do you sell photos of you playing with yourself or videos of you playing with yourself? She's like, yeah. I went to Webster, got the definition, and sent it to her. I hate to bust your bubble. You were doing porn. People get caught up in these semantics and, I don't consider it porn because I'm not fucking someone else, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And it's all the same shit. It's just different levels to it. So now back to your question, how we make money, since there's no more DVDs, VHS, and what was before that? Fucking, I don't know. But it's off of streaming. It's the same thing as like music, except for me, I can't speak for other people. I have my own website. So you got to go to my website to look at my content, or you could go buy it from another platform that I'm happy to be on. So that's how I make money.
Because I've heard people say like, "Oh, I'm taking all my shit off Xvids and blah blah blah," and I'm like, "All right." Like at that point, if you pull your shit off of all the sites that motherfuckers go to, ain't that kind of shooting yourself in the foot, if you will?
Well, people also don't know how fucking internet works. Once it's out there,
nothing is ever taken off the internet.
Especially when you can literally go on any porn site and it's like 5 of the same video because somebody downloaded and re-upload the motherfucker anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it.
I think what Raw was trying to ask originally, though, like, if you had, I don't know if either one of y'all have done it long enough that your shit is on a DVD, but like if you had a DVD that was selling and then somebody uploaded your DVD to X videos, how do you get paid off of that? Is it still royalties?
You can get paid off reviews, or you have, like I have, and I'm sure Reese's have. We have companies that DMCA someone and get all our shit taken down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if not, it's piracy. It's just like downloading a movie from LimeWire.
Yeah, because I mean,
Damn, she said LimeWire.
Because all of y'all know
you
what
definitely took
y'all
it
know
back
what I'm
for
talking
sure.
about.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
That was
Yeah.
the
Where you would
laptop
try to
killer.
download a song and you would get George Bush's name,
Yeah,
George Bush's voice talking about piracy is illegal.
the
Yeah.
laptop killer, because that shit killed everybody's computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instant AIDS.
You thinking you about to
But
rub one out? Your computer's like, no, nigga.
Nah.
but no, I
Computer.
paid probably $45 a month for this company to scrub the internet every day, every week to make sure that no one
Oh
else
wow.
has my shit out there.
Okay, so for you, unless they go to your website, you're never gonna find your
You
shit nowhere.
might because
But it won't be
people
for
will
long.
upload it, but it won't be for long now.
See, I kind of
Mm.
take a different approach to it because it's like, if y'all were desperate enough to download this and post it on another site to where I'm not going to receive anything, I hope you really enjoy this.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you
hope
So
this
are
better.
is the
you?
most stimulating video you have ever watched.
Is all your stuff specifically in one spot, like just your website, or are you on Xvids and all of that type shit too?
My videos are like glitter. They're everywhere.
Also, remember too, a lot of her. I'm not going to speak for you, Reese's, but I know she gets booked for a lot of scenes.
Well, heck,
So
you
now
know
when
me
she
well
gets
enough that
paid,
you can speak for me on this subject.
yeah. So when she gets paid for something, she doesn't own the content. So whatever the
Mm.
person that paid her does with it, that's what they do with it.
So you
Enjoy.
basically, so you once you get paid up front, you're not worrying about like royalties and nothing like that afterwards. It is what it is.
Because
Okay.
that video in itself is going to be my advertising.
Mm.
Sex sells.
Okay. So do you also have your own website where other shit that's not from other motherfuckers is just there?
Yes.
I don't know what that smile is
Yes.
about.
The
Very
smile usually
sinister,
just
but
means
okay.
yes.
Mhm.
Got you. Okay.
Mhm.
I got real sinister out of nowhere. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
The smile usually means yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have to, right? And that's the with the models or whoever that's like, oh, I'm only gonna do pay. That's cool. But if you're not a
Sometimes
hot
that shit bites you in the ass.
and if you're not a hot commodity, you're not getting booked all the time. You might be waiting a couple months for the next booking. Shit, can your bills hold out that long? You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah.
So it's smart to do both. It's smart to get paid and it's
It's
smart to
like doing
do,
pro bono work.
trade. Right. Yeah. If you just do paid, good luck.
Right.
Yeah, you're not going to get that many bookings. You have to be able to be flexible. You have to be able to compromise and be like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to shoot this video where this isn't going to be a paid shoot, but I'm getting a copy of this video
Mhm.
because I still need to have a way to make money off of this. I still have to find a way to be paid off of this. Like, so I either get a copy or you pay me my money, and when we're done, I go home.
Word up.
Heck is one of the few people that I actually chilled with, like outside of work. I say there's
Hey,
less than a handful. There's like 2-3 people that I've ever hung out with that are in the industry outside of work.
and it's a lot
Didn't
of
we go to
people
the strip
don't
club
do
that
it.
one time?
Yeah.
That was fun.
I'm a good time when I'm ready to go out and when people that I know come in and I know certain spot.
Oh, we were
We
lit.
hanging out.
We were
Hanging
lit
out.
that night.
Yeah.
That was the night that we got trapped in the elevator and you decided to jump.
Hold on. We got to hear this
Stuck
story.
in the elevator
Tell
that
this.
night.
Fact.
Tell
See,
this
y'all,
motherfucking story.
listen, we get it. Y'all motherfuckers know each other. Y'all ain't about to keep giving us the cliff notes of these fucking stories.
Fuck
All
Like
right.
we know what the
No,
fuck y'all talking about.
we went to the strip club. I like to drink. I can hold my liquor. I like to drink. And we go back up in the elevator, and I don't like being in enclosed spaces. I would have taken the stairs if the stairs would have stayed in one spot. Okay. The
Roger the
stairs
fuck
was
that.
dancing. They was dancing with me. So we get in the elevator. The elevator did not open on our floor automatically. And heck does a little, and the elevator jumps, and I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna die. I'm about to piss myself. I'm about to climb these walls and climb out the top of the elevator with heels on.
Yeah, we have
And then
good
the door
times.
opens. And then the door opens.
Yeah, we have
So,
some good times.
so you
We
got
have
the
It
some
was
good
fun.
times.
elevator. Heck, you got the elevator nigga rigged.
Fact.
It wasn't my elevator, but yeah, I'm not staying in that bitch. I'm
Nah,
getting
we
out.
had fun. We have had a
So
lot of fun
you
working
said
and
you
outside of work.
you said you only been in the game for 6 years. How was you able to catapult your name so fast and actually stamp so you can actually get these gigs constantly back to back the way that you are?
Because I'm good at what I do, and one of my kinks is making sure that the man nuts.
It's kind of not that hard to do, but I'm with you.
Yeah,
No,
but
I
it
mean,
helps. It helps when you put in a little bit of extra effort
No,
to
I
make them nut before they think they're going to.
so you be fucking up scenes on purpose.
Sometimes, just to get the first one out of
Ah.
the way, so it doesn't go quick the second.
So a lot of people don't realize that what they see for that 30-minute scene is usually
It's
like
like 4 hours
19
long.
hours worth of fucking shooting. A lot of people don't
Yo,
realize that.
me and Heck have had all day shoots. I have dead ass had like 2-3 day shoots, to where the video
Damn, for
only
one
ends up
scene?
to be an hour.
Wow.
no, we shoot multiple different things, but yeah, because I'm not an all day shoot one scene kind of person. If you here for 5 hours, we coming up with some shit to shoot for 5 hours.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So it ain't as
Yeah.
simple as show
We
up,
brainstorm like
fuck,
a motherfucker.
cut.
No, because those people are boring and not creative. The
Mhm.
people that come in and be like, so what are we gonna do? Or they be like, let's just fuck. Like me as a
No,
camera person, I'm like, well,
it's
how
so
did
much.
y'all get
It's
to
so much
fucking?
more fun. It's so much more fun when the girl comes to the scene. It's like, oh yeah, I'm willing to be tied up and spanked and choked and what? You know how much more fun that is?
And I'm gonna tell on Reese's again. She said for certain things, like she doesn't trust anybody else but me to do.
Oh,
Out
fuck
of
out of here,
everybody
nigga.
I've ever worked with in the industry, there is a level of vulnerability that only
Oh,
Heck gets. He's the
oh,
only person that gets that level of vulnerability from me.
Roger that. So without naming hectic,
Hey, Bob.
right?
They
Without
hate
saying
this. They hate this shit.
It's okay. It's okay.
we
They
ain't
can
about
hate
to
our
stay
friendship.
here and flower this nigga to death. Fuck that nigga. So,
Okay.
without naming this nigga, who would you say was your favorite collab and why? Look,
Freak mob.
once we take this nigga name out the equation, it's
Nah,
hard
nah.
to take, huh?
It takes me a while, but freak mob.
Freak Mob,
Yeah,
and what made that the best collab?
because I felt like I was at home.
Meaning,
I didn't have to put on a character. I could be myself.
so it was
I'm
just like a
listen,
regular.
I am weird. I am quirky.
I went through your Instagram. I understand.
I'm a whole lot more. Fuck. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Eccentric.
Yes, thank you. I am a nerd.
Yeah.
Thank you to my sister for giving me the word. I am a straight nerd.
Mm.
And I'm very caring. I'm very like maternal in my caring. Like if you're sick, I'm gonna want to make you chicken soup and ginger tea with some honey, and I'm
That
gonna want to
makes you a
take care of
nerd
you.
because you want to look out for people.
No, no,
She
no.
said
But it's
nurturing.
Oh,
yeah. I'm very like I take care of people. I genuinely care about people, and I take care of people. Like when
okay.
Heck was going through
Which is
his
a double.
surgery,
Oh
when he was
yeah.
going through his surgery, I was trying to make sure that he didn't have to lift anything heavy. Like he always had someone to make sure that if he was hurt, I was gonna be there to help him. So like with Freak
Yeah.
Mom, we go to Exotica. Like I don't know if they're inviting me this year, um, but when we go to Exotica, I'm not just gonna sit there and look pretty. If things need to get done, I'm going to do things. I have a fishnet, thongs, and a pair of sneakers and a little half shirt. I'm still gonna be lifting up the couch to carry it outside to the fucking truck.
That's what's up. So you
Like
working.
I definitely. People always say, "Oh, I thought you was bougie. I thought you was stuck up," and I'm like, "Well, you thought wrong, obviously."
They ain't
Like
want
that
to get to
teaches
know
you
you.
things about assuming.
That just means I was intimidated by you, and I didn't want to
Basically,
approach.
Oh,
but it's like,
too,
dude,
you know,
I am the least intimidating person you could ever fucking be with. I will fight for you instead of fighting you.
just like any other industry, you have the fake people. So anytime they see whomever, they're like, oh, you know what I mean? And some people would be like, I'm good off of you. I'm gonna stay over here, and you know what I mean? And they don't like that. They be like, oh, we got beef? No, I just don't know you.
Not
Speaking.
even that. It's not even I don't know you. It's I don't like how it feels to be around you.
Mm.
That's true too.
So speaking of beef, how do you handle beef in the porn industry or
What
conflicts,
beef?
if you will, or
What
any
beef?
type of conflict in the industry?
What beef in the industry? I'm in the industry for money. If you have beef
Mm.
with me, then that's your problem because I'm probably unaware of your existence.
I could definitely
I don't
respect
really
that.
care how other people feel because if you really felt some type of way, then you would have said something already. You would
Everybody
have
don't know how to
approached
do
me
that.
about it. That's their problem.
I feel like that would be one of the dumbest industries to have beef in. Like if you got personal like conflict or some shit went down when y'all was together and y'all don't fuck with each other, that's one thing, but ain't nobody about to be going back and forth talking shit about each other in
I'm
porn.
sorry. I'm
I ain't
from
gonna pay
Brooklyn.
attention to that.
I grew up fighting. If I really feel like you want to have this beef, then baby, just tell me where you're at. I will fly to you. I will personally pay my own plane ticket just to settle this beef with you so you will shut the fuck up.
Yeah, a
Because there's
lot of people. I
two
mean,
options. Either you shut up or you fight.
we're also in the era of keyboard warriors and keyboard thugs. So I've seen people where they're doing this all fucking day, and then as soon as you be in the same area, they
It's
be like,
like, oh my
"Oh,
God.
I've always wanted to work with you," and like,
Be like, I got receipts,
yeah,
motherfucker. I
You
got
get the double
receipts.
smack.
yeah,
You get the double smack. You get the
yeah,
fuck out of here.
yeah.
I'll turn into
So,
Wayne Brady out this bitch.
so Hectic always talks about the difference between his vanilla life and his ultra nasty life, if you will, right? Because his favorite thing to do is fucking piss on bitches and all that type of shit, which I still think is kind of like different, but whatever. So look, she know you like a motherfucker. That's crazy. So for you, is there a glaring difference between your vanilla life and your porn life? Like sexually.
No. Wait, no, I'm lying. Okay. I say my personal sexual life is a lot more heated and passionate. I
Okay.
have a tendency, like, I don't really have a casual sex life. Um, because the last time that I did that, the guy still hits me up and asks me if I miss him.
The fuck wrong with that?
It was casual, nigga. We just
He
had this
overstepped.
conversation a few weeks ago.
No, it wasn't. That actually wasn't casual. I was talking to him for about a year, but he overstepped his boundaries.
The way she just said that, I could tell there was just a situation.
But
So
I make people fall in love with me. I'm
you
going
said you
to.
good at what you do. If you draining niggas like that, of course the nigga gonna say, "Do you miss me?" So I can
That's
slide
why I
over there
do
and get
it.
drained.
That's why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it. I try to give like 40% when it comes to casual relationships now.
I mean,
I'll
40% to
give.
some niggas is 1,000.
Listen, I give 50% when it comes to my work now.
Oh
You
But
wow.
be getting them.
every time I gave equal amounts, I had people outside my door telling me they loved me.
Wow. Oh, you
I don't need
drinking
that
these
anymore.
niggas.
I don't need that anymore. I have a family to pay attention to. I have money to pay attention to.
Can you or are you in a relationship, and how does that affect your profession, if you will?
I have been talking to somebody. I've been keeping it
Mhm.
real low key. I haven't said shit to nobody about this.
Does he know
Um,
what you do?
yes, he's actually somewhat in the same industry. Not
So if
like
you
not where I'm at, not where I'm at, like not fully where we are. But
y'all be
he's
some long distance relationship ass motherfuckers in that industry.
yeah,
It
but I like my
works.
space. I got a big bed and I really like my space. So I'm
It
okay with
works.
that. I'm good with that. He understands what I do, understands that I have no emotional attachments to anyone in the industry. I am solely here for my money, and please, can I go home now?
Can you be with somebody that's not in the industry?
If they understand that this is a hustle and not something that I like.
Mm.
I don't even like being touched. But if I'm being paid for it, I'll take it.
We've seen, so I understand.
Random person off camera poking me in the nose now.
So
But yeah, he kind of works in the video and music industry. He works in the photo industry. He understands that this is a hustle. I have gone as far as giving him my location so that he understands when I tell him I am somewhere, I am actually there, and I'm not bullshitting. I'm not taking you for a run. Believe me, if I wanted to waste your time, I wouldn't bother because I don't have the time to waste.
Understandable.
I don't care that much. Like, I'm not chasing you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not doing all that. We can either have a conversation or you can wait until you're calmed down enough to have a mature adult conversation. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not being petty. I'm not matching your energy. I'm too old for that shit. I'm going to make my money. I'm going to come home. I'm going to watch my anime and I'm going to go to sleep. That's it.
So
all right, let
without
me ask you a question, Reese's.
go ahead.
Do you prefer intimacy or the sexual connection more? Mm, I do this for a living too.
I feel like it's the intimacy. It's the intimacy that matters more to me because if I can be vulnerable with you, if I can be soft, if I can be feminine with you, that'll probably have me fall in love with you faster than the sex will. So it's definitely, I feel like the intimacy that matters more because I was in love with somebody who I made feel inadequate because of my job. And I was in love with him for 4 years. He damn near lived with me. I showed him more attention and more love than anything that I had ever given anyone. But I still made him feel inadequate.
How?
Um, there was a significant size difference between him and my coworkers. And he felt like he didn't measure up. And I'm like, baby, I don't give a fuck if you measure up sexually. You
Wait. What do you
surpass
mean?
them mentally.
Say that one more time. It was what?
A significant size difference between the guy that I was dating and the people that I work with.
I think that's the hardest part, pause, for most motherfuckers that's not in the industry. Cause they'll probably be watching, like, ah man, I can't compete with that nigga. Like
I did
he
more
there,
things.
he crushing them yams, and what the fuck I'ma do? Like,
I did more things with that man than I would ever do with anyone in the industry. There are boundaries that I crossed with him that I will never cross in the industry.
Here's the thing about us men. We are competitive by nature. And when we learn how to contain that competitiveness, shit like that don't bother us. Like, and
He
that's
was very emotionally withdrawn too.
yeah.
Like, I don't feel
Mm.
like he was actually realizing, like, this girl really loves me. And I just, this is what she does for a living. This is just money. She doesn't care. She would rather be home with me than be out there. Now it's like I'd rather be home by myself than to be out in the street, than to be at the bar or a club, or I'd rather be home. Let me enjoy the apartment that I just paid for with the electricity and the gas that I just paid for.
No,
Like, I'd
huge
rather
facts.
be home.
nah, I
When
hear that.
If
y'all
I want to drink, I'll go to the store, I'll get a bottle, and I'll come home.
Can you freely be out and about in the public around people? without everybody like, oh my goodness.
As long as I don't have my
you.
tattoos showing.
As long as you don't got your tattoos showing. So that's why you had on 5 shirts today?
I have on one. It was one, a hoodie, and a jacket.
Gotcha.
But I have 57 tattoos.
Damn.
I'll say
So it's
that
kind of hard to hide all 57.
if I didn't know who you, if they didn't tell us who we were talking to tonight, I wouldn't recognize you from your content that I've seen. So it's easy. The pickle tattoo give everything away though.
You got a pickle tattoo?
Pickle Rick from Rick and
I was
Morty.
about to say, you got my
Yeah.
nigga Pickle Rick.
Oh, wait. And Tommy Pickles.
And Tommy.
So
It's
what's
the
up
pickle
with you?
arm.
Besides eating them, what's up with you and the pickles?
I just like pickles. And okay, in the show, he turned himself into a pickle to get out of going to family therapy.
Facts. So
And I would turn myself into a Brussels sprout to avoid going to family therapy.
do you go to the what is it called? I think it's called the Pickle Festival, I think it's called. In Pittsburgh, they have one every year. It's all about pickles.
Pittsburgh
a
is like
whole
6
weekend.
hours from me. I'm definitely not traveling 6 hours for a fucking pickle that I could make in my kitchen.
And
No,
nigga,
man, it's a festival, so they doing all types of shit with them shits.
nigga,
I
did
thought
you
it was
just
fucking
hear?
weird myself, like why people love pickles so fucking much. But
Raw, did you
Hold on,
just
hold on,
hear
hold on.
where you said?
Hold on.
yeah,
You said Pittsburgh. You ain't got to explain. Ain't no explanation needed.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no
pulling
one's
that
going
bitch
to
out.
Pittsburgh.
I had a big ass
No, they-
jar of pickles in the fridge, but it's all the way in the back. I'm not gonna pull that bitch out.
Roger the fuck that. So, without telling us that Hectic is such an amazing fucking person,
I'm crying.
who is not who is what makes a great, I guess, partner or collab for you?
A rhythm and being able to understand body language. Being able to read body language plays a huge, like 98% of the quality of the video is gonna be determined by who can read body language better. Because the purpose of the video is to make you nut. So the purpose of the people recording the video is to make you nut. And to
I'm
make
be
it
honest
as
with you.
enjoyable as it can be.
I probably flipped through like 8 videos before I actually popped. So I mean, I can't
I'm
sit
not
and
even
watch
gonna
the whole
lie.
video straight through.
I got like 15. I'll be having like 4 different tabs open from different sites.
Yeah, I just want certain portions. Once they get past that portion, I'm going to the next joint. I'm not
If it
watching the
takes too
head.
long,
I'm not
too long,
watching the
I'm out.
head. I don't give a fuck about your story. Certain shit, I'm not watching that shit. You know what I mean?
We want
Because somebody was
action.
like, "Oh, I need a good story for fucking what? Just let them start fucking,
Bro,
Listen,
Fuck
by
you
the
care why
time-
you gonna start fucking for.
It makes
By
it
the
so
time
much
I put
better,
on a
though.
video, I'm already halfway there.
It makes
I
it
just
so
need
much
you to
better.
finish this out.
Sometimes the story makes
Yeah, like
the actual sex be like,
My
oh,
nigga,
okay.
you want to hold your
Listen.
dick way too long if you
Wait,
sitting there
wait.
watching the
It's-
story.
you ain't even
I
holding
never
it.
have
It's
my
the build
volume
up.
on, so I don't hear the story anyways.
It's the
Exactly.
build up. Imagine you delivering pizza and you don't know whose house you going to. You just going
Y'all
to
niggas
deliver
watch
this
porn on 60
and
inch
then
TVs, don't y'all?
two
Y'all
two
niggas
badass
porn on y'all fucking TV
two
and watch
badass
that
cougars.
shit like a
Two
Nope, not
fucking
badass
me.
cougars open up the
I
door.
like
niggas
porn
is
on my
fucking
TV.
psychotic.
And I can, but I just don't. I
Yeah,
find
it
that weird. I think because for me, after I nut, I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm not trying to turn the TV off, and I
What?
just
I'm
turn the
turning
phone
right
over
the
and keep
fuck over
going.
and passing the fuck
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's my nightcap. How most people who drink liquor for their nightcaps, rubbing one out, playing DJ Diddle is my nightcap.
DJ Diddle.
On the ones and twos,
Yeah.
that's
I
my
get a fuck
nightcap.
that. I think on that
That's
note,
the perfect
let's go to
segue. Yeah.
explicit. She a product of these niggas. Why you think she so explicit? Why you think she acting different? Only bitch she got us hard. She ain't trying to have no nigga. Gon' show her ass for the summer. She done had a long winter. She been falling for a nigga. Now she sprung up off them figures. She been trying to figure out why bitches craving her position. Back to back, how she been hustling. She trying to change traditions. If you attractive, she might want you, but the money make a difference. She just tired of learning lessons, so she picking different niggas. See, the formula is simple, get the money, niggas follow. Once they see you got that bread, they gon' perform like it's Apollo. Watch your back and watch your plate, these niggas always wanna swallow. Screaming loyalty and trust like it's some shit that they could borrow. She smoke pounds of gas to fill a space that's always gonna be hollow. Run it up and flex on bitches, that's her motherfucking motto.
Throw my heart.
Yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah. Hey.
Okay. All you hip hop junkies, you think you know hip hop? Well, tell me what happened today in 2005. Better yet, tell me what happened today in 1989. We know you don't know. That's why Easy about to break this day down in hip hop for you.
Yo, what's happening? So this today in hip hop got a couple significant things, but we're gonna talk about a couple of things from this week. So first and foremost, want to say rest in peace to Shock G. Mr. Humpty Dance himself passed away on April 22nd, 2021. So we miss Shock G, you know what I'm saying? April 25th, 1995. Motherfucking 30 years, bro. I can't believe it's been 30 years. Mobb Deep dropped the infamous. Bro, where were you when you first bought that album or heard that album?
First time I heard the album, my homie, I come home from school, my man like, yo, you hear these new niggas out Mobb Deep, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? He's like, yo, you got to hear this shit. He put the album on. We sat there listening to that album probably 3 times straight.
Word.
And was like, what the fuck is we listening to? Because we, like, you know, like niggas was rapping, but them niggas was like rapping, and they was just talking just straight
shit.
Hood rapping. Like you ain't hear hood rapping like that. Like you heard the Easy E's and you know you heard the street shit, the gangster shit, but these niggas was on a different level.
It was gritty.
The way that they delivered that shit.
It was gritty.
I feel like the real difference in the music was they had a history of doing what they actually said they were doing in their music.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had a whole history. There was an established backstory to this. Yep. I feel like that's what really made it heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they were really living that life.
When you not from New York, so you don't know these niggas, and you just listening to this shit, you like, yo, what the like these niggas is it's like the way they was delivering, the way they was spitting, the cadences, the fucking the punchlines. It was like everything in their music was like, what the fuck? And then the beat selection was like ridiculous,
crazy,
like,
crazy.
Havoc produced
for that time frame, they beat selection, and Havoc was doing all that shit. That nigga was a problem way before niggas knew that producers could do that.
Yeah,
we know for a fact that there are certain words that if you really live that life, when somebody speaks a certain type of way, we know right. When a certain person acts and speaks and behaves a certain kind of way, we understand that as, oh yeah, we the same. We cut from the same cloth. We bought that shit for real.
Yeah. Yep. So speaking of motherfuckers that don't live that life that they talk about, 50 Cent today dropped Guess Who's Back. We all know 50 was really the wankster he was rapping about.
Wait, but hey, baby, why you said that and all I thought of was Samurai Jack?
Yo, that's fucking funny. All right, and then the most important event that took place on this day 31 years ago. Shout out to the #1 rap group in hip hop history, Outkast, for their debut. Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music put Atlanta all the way on the map.
We going #1. Okay,
Changed the
keep going.
motherfucking
Players
game
national
forever.
anthem.
Changed the game forever. The South has
Man,
something to
the
say.
whole world, literally the whole world was
Definitely
touched
agree
by
they
their
put.
fucking music.
Definitely can agree they put Atlanta on the map. But let me spin the block one time, right? What do you think is more iconic when it comes to Shock G? The Humpty Dance or him discovering Tupac?
Oh, definitely him discovering Pac.
Yeah, because Pac changed the industry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not even. I still listen to Hail Mary. I still listen to Hit 'Em Up. I still listen to That's Why They Call You Bitch and
Yeah.
Shorty Wanna Be a Thug. Like, I still listen to all.
Yo,
his
I was
music.
just listening to Shorty Want to Be a Thug earlier today. I'm
Yo.
like, damn, I forgot how fire this
Yeah.
shit was.
Yep. Like Pac moved the culture. Pac didn't just change shit. He moved the culture.
He made it so that
Like-
pretty niggas can rap. So they don't look at pretty black men, like handsome black men. Let me not say pretty. Handsome black men
I
can
don't think
still
we all
be
look
here
at it
and be
the same-
taken
look at
serious.
it, though.
Like, because I tried, Pac was fine as hell. That man was fine as hell. You put whipped cream on anywhere on him and I will write that off. Okay? Just saying.
Yeah, we ain't
He
all
Ron,
made
do
it
you concur?
possible for
we ain't all
good-looking
listening to
black
Pac
men
music the way you did,
to
clearly.
be on there.
She was answering when he said, "How do you want it?"
Facts.
Yeah, I'm definitely answering every single time I'm answering. Yup.
Clearly, you
But-
listen to his music a lot differently than we did.
I'm just saying though, like he made it possible for handsome men to be taken serious in rap and gangster rap and shit that's like, I'll fuck your bitch and shoot your mom. Like he made that possible. Like, yeah, I may be handsome, yeah, I may dress good, yeah, I may look good, but that still don't mean I'm not gonna spin the block and street your sweet.
Punkin, favorite Tupac song?
Hit 'em up.
That's why I
Why
fuck
hit,
your
why hit him
bitch.
up? Why hit him up?
I don't know. I like his delivery on that. I like the beat. I like how he stepped on it. That's something that make him look sexy to me. Like when I listen to it.
Yo, that song was definitely some gangster shit. Like, I love the beginning of To Live and, I think it's To Live and Die in LA. The beginning of that song where Biggie's being interviewed and the lady's like, you know, how did you feel about what he said? He said, I slept with your wife and not in those words.
Big little whatever.
Yeah.
And we're all sitting there like, yeah, we know what he said. He said, I'll fuck your bitch.
Yep.
Facts.
First off, fuck your bitch.
Fuck your
and the
bitch
click
and the
you
click
claim.
you claim.
Rest side
Would
when
you
we
say that's
ride.
your favorite Pac song?
Yeah, most definitely. He
Okay.
said, remember when I used to let you sleep in the house and beg your bitch to let you sleep in the couch? What? I was like, oh
Now
my
it's all
God.
about Versace.
Oh my God. You copy my
Copy my
style.
style.
Yeah,
It-
that's definitely a song that I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
Right
That
there.
is-
Hectic. Favorite Pac song?
Ambition of a Rider.
Ooh. Definitely a classic.
Yes, indeed.
Easy?
So I'm gonna go off the beaten path. It's Against All Odds. Lyrical. He fucked them up too. He
Yeah.
fucked the whole East Coast up.
An underrated song is Broken Wings.
Facts.
People don't really understand how deep that song is.
No,
Dear
that's-
Mama, listen, I've seen that song make grown men cry.
Look,
Yeah.
my grandma
I-
did not like Tupac at all. She just be like, "Don't play no Tupac in my house."
Oh,
On
shit.
Mother's Day, my uncle played Dear Mama and gave her a Tupac shirt. She would play that song every fucking day and wear that shirt for like a month.
Wow.
I was like, Grandma, we thought you didn't like Tupac. She's like, well, I like this song.
Now, I ain't even gonna lie, I
Crazy.
used to use, when I was young, when I was like a teenager, I used to use Tupac songs to communicate with my mother. because I had no business doing a whole lot of the shit that I was doing when I was a teenager, and I couldn't exactly communicate with my mother. So I would call her and record clips of certain songs to let her know that I was okay. And Tupac was one of those songs. Like Dear Mama was one of those songs to let her know that I was alive.
Roger that. I was gonna say for me, my favorite song is definitely Off the Beaten Path myself, because it's old school. And I think that's one of those slept on songs that motherfuckers
If you
didn't
say
pay
Brenda
attention.
had a baby,
Nah,
No,
fuck
it's
no.
nothing like the old school.
Yeah, that was my shit
What
right
can
there.
I say? Yeah, me.
Yeah,
I think.
and I ain't even from New York, but the way he broke that shit down was crazy.
I think that Me Against the World is probably his most underrated album. Everybody,
I probably can agree with that.
I
everybody
ain't gonna
want
lie.
to put all
When
eyes
I'm
on
trying to
me.
have a hype day, I definitely listen to Shorty Wanna Be a Thug. Like I definitely listen to that shit when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm with the shits today. What's up?
Yeah,
So speaking of being with the shits, how do you set boundaries in the industry, or do you set boundaries?
Very firmly, and very curtly.
Meaning,
I am non-negotiable when it comes to my do's and don'ts and my boundaries. I do not play that shit, and violence is neither above nor below me.
Roger the fuck that. It's right there,
Violence is right on my level.
ready to be situated if
get on my
that's what you're
level,
looking
ho.
for.
Get on my
Because
level, ho.
you either understand my no, or you now looking at the ceiling wondering where it all went wrong.
Roger the fuck that.
You
So what
sitting
kind of
here trying to breathe with a poked lung.
what's a I don't know how to say it, a scene or a I don't know, whatever the fuck y'all call it.
If you're gonna ask me about anything negative in the industry, I will not answer it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like a scene or a position, or I don't know what the fuck y'all call these shits. What's something you ain't fucking doing? Basically, how about I say it that way? You ain't doing this shit on camera. I don't give a fuck how much you paying.
I am a firm believer that an exit is exactly that.
So one
An
more time.
exit. An exit is exactly that. An exit. Not an entrance. This
Ah,
is a
so,
one-way street, baby.
so you got all that cake and you ain't getting in this motherfucker.
I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, so
I like still having to push when I have to fart. I don't want it to sound like wind going
Hey
down a dark
yo,
hallway.
hey
so
yo,
you ain't digging in the backyard, boy.
hey yo.
The asshole just whistling.
No sir, no sir. No, it's not gonna sound like wind going down a dark hallway for me.
You paint
No
with
sir.
all the colors of
When
the
I sit
wind.
down, I do not want to have to ease myself into it as if I'm getting into a hot tub. Like
Makes sense.
I like my cushion exactly where it's at. It doesn't need any work. I can do this myself.
No, I get it. So a lot of people, it's crazy because I had a few people was like, oh, I want to do OnlyFans, right? But they was like, oh, I don't want people that I know to know that I'm doing it. But I see you right now in the crib with your folks, your sisters. I ain't gonna say sisters. At least one
My
sister
brother
is
slash
there.
sister, yeah, my brother slash sister.
Yup. They
That was the exact reaction that I was expecting.
yeah, that was definitely crazy. That was crazy work for sure. But how do you feel about like your folks knowing what you do, and when you got into the industry, was it something that I guess you tried to hide from your folks, or was like, listen, this is what I'm doing now. You fuck with me or you don't. I really don't give a fuck.
I'm at that point to where I never actually cared how people felt about what I do. If you have a problem with it, then we don't need to be around each other. We don't need to be in each other's presence. We can cut this shit off right here, baby. I have scissors. I have very sharp scissors in my house. We can cut this shit right here. If you
So was
feel
it like
any
that?
type of way about what I'm doing, then you better be coming up with enough money to replace what I'm doing for a living.
Was it like that from the beginning, or did you had to build up to that?
I was like that from the beginning. I had really been a big fuck my family for a long time already. And the people who accept it cut ass on me every single day about it, and I love them for it.
So motherfuckers be talking shit like, you out there taking that wood.
I love it though because I don't have to hold my tongue.
Roger
I don't have
that.
to hold my tongue whatsoever because I grew up extremely religious. I grew up in a cult. So
What
I
quote
grew
was
up
that?
very religious. Like Heaven's Gate,
Oh fuck.
What the fuck is that?
I grew up in a cult.
Is that like Scientology type
Something
situation?
like that. Yeah, something like that.
How'd you break free of that?
I got kicked out. I was so rebellious.
what?
Because they would not let me go. They would not let me go. I got kicked out at the age of 15 because the guy that I was dating, I wouldn't try to convert him. I did not want to try to convert him. I had no desire to even be in the religion myself. I was forced into it. I wasn't given a choice.
Wow. You don't hear too many motherfuckers getting kicked out of cult. They try to hold on to you tooth and nail type
Nope,
shit.
I was kicked out. I was kicked out of 2 different congregations.
Damn.
Nope. I rebelled to the point where they didn't want to talk to me anymore. And I was okay with that. I was like, yes.
So anybody out there that's stuck in a cult and listening, you just heard the blueprint.
Oh,
It's
baby,
a lot
I
of
will help you
motherfuckers
get
that
out.
have broken free.
I will help you get out. I have helped people get out of oppressive religion.
What's the girl, the chick off of Kings and Queens? She was Scientology. She said she had to break out. She was
Leah
like,
Remini.
Leah Remini,
yeah.
I actually
Listen.
watched that whole documentary, man. It was actually I didn't know that that's as crazy as it was.
Michael Jackson, Prince, Ja Rule, they were all part of the same religion that I was.
And what's the name
And
of
it's
this
a
shit?
cult, Jehovah's Witness. According to the FBI,
Jehovah's was crazy.
it is listed as a cult.
So I want to say it was on Netflix. They had a documentary about like all the different cults. And I didn't realize it's crazy because I grew up with a dude that was Jehovah, right? And his
Jehovah.
He said Jehovah.
Yeah, that's what we call it now. Yeah,
that's what we called it. What the fuck, son?
J Dubs.
That's what we called him. Son, what you say?
Either J-Hoves or J Dubs.
Yeah, so mind you, the nigga was cool as shit, but like his parents was like always mad weird. Like that nigga had to be in the crib by like 6 o'clock. Like we never seen this nigga on the weekends. We used to be like, yo, what the fuck's up, son? And the nigga got into one motherfucking fight. And they moved the next day.
Yo,
nigga,
let me
they
tell you
all
something.
moved the next day. Like
Let me tell
like
y'all
crib
something.
empty.
Do you know what it is to be a part of a religion where the headquarters actually gets kicked out of Brooklyn?
Wow.
They pay. Listen, they're not going to release this. Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't release their tax records. The religion itself, the organization, does not release its tax records. We have former Jehovah's Witnesses who are lawyers, they're tax people. They have told us, they have told the general public, Jehovah's Witnesses pay out over $1 billion in sexual assault and sexual molestation suits a year. A year.
That's fucking
That's
nuts.
a cult. That's a cult. Like, these people are insane. They're and they don't see it. Like, I still have family in it. And they're like, oh, when are you going to come back to the church? When I decide to snort asbestos and chew fiberglass while walking on hot coals and juggling flaming circus hoops?
Roger the fuck that.
That's when I'll go back to that.
Do you see yourself as a cult?
No, I see myself as an absolute non-religious person.
Your fans follow you like you're a cult.
God, I would hope not. I would surely hope not, because I am not promising everlasting life or paradise. I'm not promising none of that
everlasting
shit.
nuts though.
That's different than being a cult and being seen as a savior. I'm not gonna tell you to poison yourself by your
saving
17th
their
night.
day.
I'm a therapist then. I'm providing, and wait, because look, heck knows I'm a masseuse. I am a masseuse. I have been licensed Over the last 15 years, I've been licensed in 3 different states: Rhode Island, New York, and Pennsylvania.
So you started out as a masseuse before you start
Yeah.
massaging?
Well, no, I started out as a masseuse before I started porn, but it definitely helped because it helps you
Well,
learn.
I
It
didn't
helps
want
you
you to
learn how to
say
read
this.
body language.
Got you.
But it's like I already knew what to do. So, damn, that's a double.
You said you
My
wanted a
fault.
double.
My bad.
Said for a shot.
Exactly.
I am a
Motherfucker scored a
therapist.
full clip.
Okay. I am a therapist. I bring physical and emotional relief to the masses worldwide.
Could you see yourself at some point getting out of the industry? And if you did, what would you do?
Something where I could still help people and not ever be seen by the public eye ever again. Something public service to where I could improve someone else's life without ever being looked at ever again.
So like I don't know, like I guess like a 9-to-5 type situation, helping people,
Never.
or like
Never.
so you
Never.
could
I'm sorry. I will never go back to working a 9 to 5.
okay.
I'm so sorry. I'd
So
rather go back to the streets before I go back to a 9 to 5.
no, I get that because I'm trying. As you said, I'm trying to think of what that would be. So, and I can't think of nothing off the top of my head, if you will, that would
I would have
keep
to
you out
figure
the
it out.
public eye and helping people at the same time. But why
I would
would you
have to
want to
figure it out.
completely disappear from the public eye then?
Because I feel like I could do more emotionally than I can physically. I care more about people emotionally than I do physically. I don't care enough about people to love them enough physically than I do emotionally.
So
Okay.
what I gather from you, from majority of your conversation, you are a giver, if you will. What I'm
Say it
gathering
again.
from you is you are a giver or a pleaser, however you want to look at it, right?
I love loving people.
So is that part of the effort you put into your scenes, trying to be that giver, that pleaser, that loving on people? Do you add that to your actual scenes?
My main purpose is to make you nut as hard as possible. Whatever I can do to get you there, as long as I'm not going past the last bit of wrinkly skin underneath your balls, I'm cool.
What?
She's not gonna lick your ass to make you nut.
Nope.
Damn, Raw.
Not
No,
at all.
I understood what she was saying. It's the fact that she said it.
I mean,
I read a lot. So I'm very eloquent with my words. I'm very
Nobody-
colorful. I use many adjectives.
Clearly. You was about to say something easy?
I'm speechless. I ain't got shit to say.
But am I wrong though? I'm sorry. Like, I know that's a thing. I'm gonna speak on this real quick because I've gotten a lot of questions about this on why I won't do it. And
You don't have to explain.
I'm a part of the
Everything ain't for
generation.
everybody.
I'm a part of the generation where we had no business being back there. That's not my cup of tea. That is not my butter and jelly bread. Like, that's not my thing. I don't like it. It doesn't get me off. It doesn't do anything for me. And if it does for you, that's nice. When I leave, you can call somebody else that'll come over here and do that. But I have no business being back there. It will make me feel dirty and disgusting to do that. And that's just me. If anybody else does it, cool. That's your cup of tea. Let me know
Yeah,
how many
Ross
lumps of
said
sugar
he
you
loves
want.
it.
Let me know how
won't
many
go as
lumps of
far as
sugar you
loving
want
it.
in your cup of tea. But I'm not doing that.
We're not going that far, my nigga.
I've had people ask me for some
He be
crazy
hooking the
shit.
leg and all that, cocking back.
Listen, I signed an NDA, so I can't say any names. But there are many high-profile people, celebrities, actors, athletes that like that kind of shit.
Literally.
And it's disgusting to me. I'm like, I'm
Everything ain't
looking
for
at you
everybody.
different. I'm like,
Some
I'm
people into
judging you
different
out
shit.
loud now. I'm
Me
judging you out
personally,
loud.
I can't see myself telling the bitch to kneel down so I can piss on her. everything ain't for everybody. People like what they
That's
like.
why I said, like,
they do it.
for me, I can't fucking do it. Like,
Yeah, I don't think I've
it's
ever.
like,
I don't think I've ever fucked a bitch that's gonna let me pee on her. I don't know. I
You
never
sure
met a
you
bitch
just
that was
never
like,
asked?
I like being peed on.
You just never asked the right question.
all
I
of my
never thought to
showers,
ask the question because in my
all of my
mind, I'm
showers are
pissing in the
pure
toilet. I'm not
H2O.
trying to piss on a bitch. That's just me.
I have been asked to do that to people, and I'm like, I can't pee under pressure. I'm like, I can't pee under pressure. You're watching me. Stop watching me.
Wow.
Listen, certain shit ain't for everybody. Like,
So
and the more I'm gonna be honest with you, the more I talk to Hectic and people of the industry, I'm learning like there's a lot of shit that people don't realize motherfuckers is actually doing
willing to do
or into.
Listen, man. My
I need
roommate in
to
college.
touch on something. I need to touch on something. And me and Heck have both had experiences with this. 80% of these bitches are higher than alien pussy when they're doing these videos.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
Okay? Because there are things that
Oh
they
no, wait,
do.
not on my set.
No,
Not on my
but we
set.
know.
You don't let
the
a motherfucker
industry.
smoke when they shoot with you?
That's different.
No,
That's different.
They ain't
I
smoking.
don't like cigarette smoke on set.
Listen, when I worked with Heck, I dead ass had to go all the way outside and away from him. I had to wash my hands and take a whole shower after I smoked because he didn't like the smell. If you really care about your image and your place in the industry, then you are going to be more than willing to accommodate to what is needed and what is expected of you in the industry. But if you're already coming to the set higher than fuck,
Yeah.
bitch, you're seeing sounds at this point.
Well,
You have no
technically, it's
business in the
illegal as
industry.
well.
If you have to come under the influence already, and I'm talking like hard drugs, because these bitches is doing hard drugs. They taking pills. They off the
Norton,
fucking rip.
It
If
should
you
be a
have to do all
monicum
of
of
that to be in the industry, then
professionalism.
you
I
don't
get
be
what
in.
you're saying.
You don't
should have
belong in the
some form
industry.
of professionalism in what you're doing. So you should be able to be coherent, or you don't want to fuck around and you did some shit and she like, oh, I was high. I didn't know we did that.
All
Oh,
right.
that's what I was
You don't
saying.
want
Technically,
a
it's illegal.
motherfucker.
Like if you come up on set and visually high, I can't sell that content legally because all you have to do is say I was under the influence because
Yeah.
we are supposed to say, are you under the influence of any drugs and alcohol?
So
You say no. Come on now.
me knowing that I like to drink, It's not like I'm not a fucking alcoholic. It's not like I don't know how to function or act without drinking. But it's fun for me. Okay. I like a few shots of tequila. It loosens me up. It makes me not feel so nervous or so awkward. Like, cause I still have some kind of anxiety. Like, it's like an expectation anxiety. Like, am I going to meet the expectation that this person has for me? It loosens me up a little bit. I purposely make a consent video ahead of shooting and after shooting if I'm drinking while on set.
Oh wow.
I have made that. I've done that myself. Like, that's not a normal thing in the industry. I did that myself. I make a consent video where I am drinking. I understand what I'm doing. This is what I'm drinking. I'm going shot for shot. I'm pacing myself. This is what I'm doing. And I go into detail about what I'm doing in the video. I am in full conscience about what I'm doing. No one is coercing me. No one got a gun to my head about what I'm doing. I'm fully heading into this. I want to do this. This is my verbal consent. And then I do another one after.
Let me ask you this. Who would you say would be your Mount Rushmore of porn stars? Without naming yourself. Do not name yourself.
Freak, Heck Tech, Black
No name of
Star.
Heck Tech, no more.
But wait, that's like missing a whole president from the mountain.
That's cool. Fuck that president.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
We gonna treat Hectic like Trump. Fuck.
So it's Freak Mob. Okay, I would say
We go 3 terms. Yay!
Freak Mob, Black Star, D-Ruff. Ah, fuck. What's the name? What's the name of the company? Shit. Dick Daly.
So you named 4
No,
companies.
homies. Yeah.
You named 4 companies, right? Which I'm
No,
assuming.
she named one company and 3 individuals.
All right, because I
Yes.
don't know these motherfuckers. But what
Freak
made
Mob is
you?
the only company.
Yeah.
Everybody else is an individual person.
All right, so what made you instantly go to a company and 3 dudes as your
Uh,
Mount Rushmore?
Freak Mob. The first time I worked with them, we clicked instantly. Like we just vibed. We was all on the same time. We was all on the same work ethic. We knew what we wanted and we did it without hesitation. I actually chilled with them outside of work. Like I've slept in a crib,
Them. So
drank
it's
with
like
them, smoked with
what it's
them.
like
Like
6, 7 of them niggas.
no, it's Freak, his girl, and like 1 or 2 other people. Like it's a small company, yeah, but they thorough as fuck.
Okay.
Um, Black Star, because of how much we work together. Oh fuck, it would have to be 5
Nope.
because the
Nope.
someone would have to
Mount
go there
Rushmore is
because
4. So who you bumping? You got to bump
Mike
somebody
Dirty
now.
has to go on there. All right, so I'm gonna replace him with D-Ruff. I'm gonna replace him. I'm gonna replace D-Ruff with Mike Dirty.
Mike 30.
Yeah, he's one of the first few other people that I started working with first.
Okay.
Um, Black Star, because of how much we work and the different circumstances that we. I'm sorry, the different circumstances that we worked under, like the different places, the different things we shot. Um, Mike Dirty, because I pushed a couple boundaries with him in the beginning. Like I did things that I wasn't too sure about. I wasn't sure how it was gonna look. I wasn't sure how it was gonna transfer over on camera or on video, and I still did it anyways.
Is it
And who
any?
was the last person?
And you
Oh,
have
HD.
HD Daily.
HD. Just because we always have a good time with each other. We
Yeah,
always talk wild shit to each other.
HD's
We
a
make each other
vibe.
laugh. Yeah, he's good people's. He's like very
Yeah.
genuine. Like he's one that he don't fake nothing. What you see is that's it. He's the same all around.
When you was about to start in the industry, was there anybody that influenced you that was like, maybe I could do what they doing or be like them, or it was just
Okay,
they was
so
doing something that had you like, oh shit, like
do you
damn, I
know
can really
who I
do this.
grew up watching? You know who I grew up watching?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're around our age, so I can pretty
I
sure.
grew up watching Jenna Jameson.
Mm,
Okay.
legend.
I grew up watching her. So it was like when I first started out, I thought of it, yeah, but in my life, I've learned not to put myself on the same pedestal as other people. I've learned
Hmm.
to make my pedestal very versatile. I'm very aware of my flaws and my shortcomings. I'm not going to sit here and have illusions of grandeur if I know I'm not actually measuring up.
Mm. So they said Kobe watched all of Jordan's tapes and practiced his moves. Did you watch all Jenna's tapes and practice her moves?
No, because I was already good at what I did years before I ever got into the industry.
You just been a beast since day one, huh?
If there was an
That's
Olympics for it, I'd land platinum.
that's why niggas showing up at your door talking about I love you and I miss you.
That's
Exactly.
nice. And
And
you're
they
going
got
to stay right on that sidewalk.
the
Yo.
Rose Bowl parade behind them.
That's nice.
So
That's nice.
what would you
I hope
say?
you can write all of this off on your taxes.
Yo, what would you say would be the craziest like fan experience you had?
One man thinks we're in a relationship and we're not. But that doesn't stop me from making him turn into a Splendid Daddy. Y'all know what a Splendid Daddy is? Pumpkin
They're
has
not
to know
enough
what a
for a
Splendid
sugar
Daddy
daddy.
is.
Sugar
Listen,
daddy.
Pumpkin knows what a Splendid Daddy is. Listen,
He ain't getting no sugar.
he ain't getting no
They-
motherfucking sugar. You getting this aspartame. You getting the aspartame. You barely getting a. But I'm getting
Yo,
money from you. But I'm getting money from you.
yo.
You paying my rent.
So you femme dumbing them.
Nah, I don't like. I've never been one to like degrade men. I grew up in a male-centered household. The man was was the head of household. I grew up being taught to respect men. So I've never been the type of person to be like, "Oh yeah, you dirty little shit." It's not my thing. I'm raising 3 boys. It's not my thing to degrade men. I have always respected men. I have always looked at men like they are the most beautiful creatures on the planet, alongside women. But women kind of go a little bit higher than men. I'm sorry. I loved women ahead of time. I loved women way before I ever even understood what a penis was.
What you enjoy eating most?
Taco Tuesday. Taco every day. Taco
Roger the
every
fuck
day. I
that.
love eating Mexican food.
What? Roger the fuck that. So my assumption is at this point you do scenes with both. So who do you enjoy doing scenes with more?
I will always do scenes with men, but that doesn't mean that I don't like fucking women more.
So
And let
you
me say this. Let
prefer
me say
in
this.
your
I have fucked more women in my life than I have the entire time I've been in the industry.
so in your vanilla life, you rather eat a taco.
I don't have a vanilla life. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
Ah,
turning every single woman into a pretzel, baby. I'm calling you Annie Ann's for the fucking half hour, 45 minutes that I got you here right now.
okay. So I'm glad you said that.
I'm gonna
So
be
as
sitting
I
here slack jawed and my arm is gonna be burning by the time I'm done with you. But you're gonna be Spider-Man when I'm done.
God damn, my nigga.
Shooting webs.
Right to that.
I mean, heck knows. Heck knows. Hold on, heck knows. Cause when
Heck was
he
a
did the
pretzel? Oh, wait. Heck was a
Oh.
pretzel? He tapped out as a pretzel?
Or was he
no, no, no.
Spider-Man? Was he Spider-Man, Heck?
He watched me turn someone into Spider-Man.
I watched. I was an observer.
Fuck out of here, nigga. You
He
was a
scared the
pretzel.
shit
Get
out.
the
No,
fuck
he
out of
scared the
here.
shit out of both of us. He scared the shit out of me
Oh
and
man.
the girl in that damn scene.
uh,
Woo.
yeah.
See,
And
here
so
y'all
is the
go with the fucking
scene.
cliff notes of the story again.
We had a
Here y'all
Okay,
go
chill.
with these
cool.
fucking cliff notes.
I'll tell
Hold on.
you the
Heck is gonna
shortened
tell it.
version of the
Heck is
story.
gonna tell it.
So we were doing a scene, and the scene was the setup was chick was mad her man wasn't coming over, so she calls Reese's over. They do what they do. So at the end, now I didn't tell them anything that I was going to do to close the scene out. So there was a wall, and I banged real hard, like the police was coming, which scared both of them, which got a great reaction. But they knew what was going on after a while. Like it startled them, but they got in line with the scene and closed the
He
scene out
scared
because
the
we
shit
didn't
out of
know,
us.
especially with a girl. You never. It's really hard to close the scene out, right? Because
Yeah, I would have
with
just
girl,
continued
you
going.
can't
I'm
I'm
go
gonna be
sorry.
too
honest with you. That's
long
some
because you
boring
can get
ass
her too
I would
shit.
have
close.
just continued going. I'm so sorry.
No,
I was
100%.
listen, this was more than just a scene for me. This was a test.
Yeah,
I had to prove myself.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand how people could watch lesbian porn. That's some boring ass shit.
No,
Until
it's
you're
more for me to
actually
shoot.
it's until you're actually standing there watching it in 4K HD. Because I tell you what, if I had a choice between sucking dick or eating some pussy, I'm laying down like a sniper, feet in the air, wagging
Roger the
back and
fuck
forth.
that.
What?
Shoot 'em
I'm
up.
gonna have one hand up, holding my chin up like this, so my neck don't hurt. What?
Going crazy.
Listen,
Betty, you got any questions?
if I know how to do this myself in less than 5 minutes, I'm definitely dragging this shit out for you. You're gonna be tearing my hair out by the time you're done,
Wow.
and loving every minute of it.
You just said
Hey,
something,
what
Hector.
you
What
got?
was it?
I'm asking Petty if she got any questions.
I've been watching
I
her. She's
do.
definitely enjoying all of this.
She said
I'm
she ain't got some
listening.
questions.
I'm high as hell listening. I might got a question. Let me think for a second though.
She said she want to ask all her questions off camera.
Listen, she ain't even gotta say nothing. She's sitting there. She's
I want
sitting
to
there
think
pretty.
for a second.
She's sitting there pretty. She ain't even gotta say nothing. I enjoy just looking at her.
Thank you. Period.
Tell you, oh my God, women are so scrumptious. Like, ugh.
I know.
So you said you do not have a vanilla lifestyle, right?
Not at all.
And I spoke
Nothing
to
about my
somebody
lifestyle
else.
is vanilla.
I spoke to somebody else, and they explained that unless they on camera, they don't fuck at all. Which to me, it was like that's crazy.
I'm so much
It could
nastier
be like
off
that.
camera. I'm so much nastier off camera. There are things I ain't gonna lie. I know you hate when I talk about heck tech, but the working relationship that I have with him is completely different. Like the dynamic is
Whoa, whoa,
completely
whoa, whoa,
different
whoa, whoa, whoa.
from anybody else in the industry.
I ain't
There are
never
things
say
that
I
I've
hate
done.
you talking about this nigga. I just don't want to hear this shit. That's all.
There are things that I've done with heck tech that I don't trust anybody else to do in the industry.
Mm.
Like,
So
and we don't talk
so
about
let
it.
me.
We don't ever talk about
So
that
if we
shit.
gonna talk about this nigga, fuck it. Let's talk about this nigga. So do he got like random swords just hanging everywhere in his fucking house?
We never shot in my house.
Whips and paddles,
Ah,
not swords. All I know is
Yeah.
whips and paddles.
okay. Because you know, most motherfuckers are scared to go to this nigga house because you don't know where the fuck you gonna sit in or what's gonna be hanging from the ceiling and
Listen,
any of that type of shit.
as long as the handcuffs are furry and don't cut into my skin, that's great.
So you big into the what is it? BDSM?
BDSM.
That's what it's called, right?
You remember?
BDSM,
Did I use the little metal thing on you last time?
all of them.
Yeah.
Because
Look,
when
see,
you were
see,
done, when you were
y'all
done,
go
I was
cliff noting
questioning.
again.
I was
There y'all
questioning
go
when
cliff
you were done.
noting.
If you use vampire gloves,
No, I don't have any of those.
The fuck is that?
Okay, easy. I see you.
Nigga, the fuck, son?
I
I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one that's like, what the fuck is a vampire glove, nigga?
Okay.
I happened to come across a pair of vampire gloves one
In your
time.
closet,
Well,
but keep
explain to
going.
him. Yeah.
So it's a
It's in your
pair.
sock drawer, but keep going.
It's a pair of gloves with little metal spikes, and they can be really small or they could be big, and they essentially scratch or dig into your skin. It's a sensation that people like. But I happened to run across a pair of vampire gloves one time,
Mhm.
and I Edward Cullen the bitch for about an hour, and
Yo, stop! I'm dead.
she went crazy.
Stop it! Stop it! I had to
She
come back on camera just for that.
she
This
didn't come
motherfucker
to it
said
till
I
the
Edward
twilight.
Cullen her, sir, sir, sir.
Yeah. So some of the stuff that I have in my collection are floggers, whips, props, clamps, electric wands,
I think the
vibrators,
only reason we can do
dildos.
the clamps was because I couldn't feel my right one. That's the only
Yeah.
reason we do the clamps because I can't feel my right breast.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't say those words.
Oh,
That's very
Breast.
degrading.
titty,
Yes, that's
whatever,
very
titty,
degrading.
titty. I can't not. After my surgery, I never felt my right one, so that's the only reason we never did the clips.
Nigga
So
said,
Yeah.
I've actually heard a few people say that once they get them shrunken, they can't really feel nothing at all, type shit.
Shrunken, sir. This is not voodoo. This is surgery.
You still shrunk them, did you not?
reduced.
Reduced,
Shrunken,
not shrunken.
shrunken,
This is not
disrespected.
Beetlejuice. This is not
Right,
Beetlejuice.
right.
Fucking heads. This is a reduction. This is
Potato watermelon. Potato watermelon. I'm with you.
Damn.
potato watermelon. I'm weak.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
with you.
Yeah.
trying.
What would you
Yeah, I
say
have
is what would you say is your top or favorite kink?
There are two that make that top spot,
Okay.
and they have. I'm sorry. They have to both be done in the act, or else it doesn't count.
Is this a mandatory menu item every time?
Yes.
Oh wow. What's that?
spanking. That was crazy. That reminds me of California Love. You doing your Tupac impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like being spanked and I like being choked.
Mm.
If you do not, I'm sorry, this is fucked up because I never had a kink. If you do not choke me, I will not know.
So
Well,
having
I can't say
conversation.
that because I haven't choked you, but I edged you.
Yeah, but you also spanked me very hard. I
You
kind
got
of
a
made up.
solid hand.
I kind of made up for it.
You got a solid hand.
Yeah, we
We're
can't
all
talk to y'all
ages.
two together no more.
Yeah,
We
we
can't do
gonna
this
yeah. We
shit.
have to, we have to bring you back when Hectic off somewhere on an island.
Exactly. Like,
I'm crying.
but I'm the one that was been acting weird. The fuck?
Yeah.
As long as Pumpkin comes back.
Huh?
As long
So
as
what is
as long as petty ass Pumpkin come back.
Mm-mm.
Yo, do we smell a scene brewing?
Stop
Oh,
playing with
anytime.
me, Rob.
Look here. What Bernie Mac
Anytime.
say? I
Stop
watch. I
playing
swear
with
I
me right
watch.
now.
Anytime. Baby, I will make sure we can stretch ahead of time to make sure you're flexible enough.
Oh,
Oh
you don't
shit.
think I'm flexible, but
Listen,
no.
I
Stop
did
playing with me, Rob.
gymnastics. I did gymnastics when I was young. I can make my knees listen to my ears.
Look, we just want to hear the song afterwards, Pumpkin.
The fact this nigga don't
Mm-mm.
even know what to say right now is crazy.
I'm
She's
very
scared.
flexible.
That
I'm
look,
very flexible.
that's that scared look right there. She's like,
Boy,
Don't
go
let him
fuck.
make you nervous. Punkin. You ain't gotta
I
say
did
that shit.
gymnastics. I
I'm
did
high as
gymnastics and
hell.
ballet growing up. So
What do you say?
Okay.
she said I'm fried.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, this is bananas. This
I
is
think
very
I
bananas.
think it's honestly the different ways that men can do what they want to me that they don't have to hold back. I think that makes me so good at what I do. Cause it's like, oh, you want to choke me? Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
feel
switch.
like choking in this day and age is mandatory. I think at this
No,
Well,
point,
but
I
see,
don't
everybody.
there's
think
a
there's
difference because
nobody that don't.
a
No,
lot of
because
women end up suffering from some level of brain damage because of it. Because they suffer from they end up suffering from hypoxia,
Mm.
and they end up having bruising in their eyes, like busted blood vessels in their eyes. Now, here's the trick: when a man is choking you, whoever's watching, when a man is choking you, you hold on to his wrist. If you want him to choke harder, then you squeeze harder. But the moment you let go, and this has to be, confirmed ahead of time, this has to be discussed ahead of time. When I let go, you let go. Because that means I'm about to have a seizure and I'm about to pass out.
Oh,
yeah,
damn, you want to be choked that bad?
not
Roger
everybody
the
know how to
fuck
do it.
that.
Not
Right.
everybody know how to do it.
And most people, here's, oh my God, the most important part of choking somebody sexually. You do not push down. We are trying to stop blood flow, not air.
Yeah,
You
it's a
squeeze
squeeze, not a
the
push.
sides. You squeeze the sides. And you don't squeeze right here in the front. You squeeze the sides like that. And you don't push down. You push down, you can herniate your trachea. That's involuntary manslaughter, baby.
Yeah,
Facts.
be looking like
Punkin, is
be,
is
That's
choking a
that's
mandatory menu option for you as
that's
well?
erotic. That's erotic asphyxiation.
It
You
is.
listen. Law and Order SVU has taught me many things.
have niggas looking like Quick on fucking Harlem Nights. So how was it? I killed the
Yeah.
bitch.
I killed the bitch. She goes and reaches under the pillow to try to grab the shit. He goes, "Oh, you looking for this? You killed my brother."
Oh shit. So what'd you say, Punkin? Is it a mandatory menu item for you as well?
Yeah, I said it is. It definitely is. I prefer it.
Prefer it. So if a
You
nigga don't
see?
choke you, do you feel some type of way?
Especially if I ask him to. If I ask you to do it, like why wouldn't he? But yeah, he should.
Do you feel like you should have to ask?
Oh, that's a tough question.
No.
That's a tough question. You told me let him know about the hand thing. You just said that to us.
Yeah, but here's the
Like,
thing: if you know what you like while you are in the act, you're gonna go like this. When you go like, that signals for.
No, I kind of agree with you on that one.
If you do not know the silent signals during sex, then you are not mature enough to be having sex.
oh, don't say that. Cause
Listen,
I'm cracking shit. Don't say that. I'm cracking shit. I'm getting choked. I'm still doing it. I don't give a damn.
listen.
But thank you.
As long as you go,
Okay.
listen. There's certain there are certain things that women do during sex that are like we do it unconsciously. Our
Like
bodies do
spread the
it.
legs wider.
We don't. Yeah, our bodies do it. We don't. It's
That
like
means
our
you better be
bodies know
jigging.
what it needs to be satisfied, and our brain is just focused on the moment because it's filled with so many hormones and emotions. So a lot of what we like is subconscious.
That's
I
why
see that.
I
crazy
think I
bitches have the best. I'm just kidding.
I am weak. I'm weak. Those are the same
I'm
crazy
assuming
bitches
you
that will
must be one of
Molotov
them crazy
cocktail your
bitches.
car. They
Yes,
will they will Molotov cocktail your car and
but
burn your house down.
they don't have any control over their emotions. So when that shit is happening, they are giving up everything.
Listen. As soon as your girl starts acting up, you know you have to lay some dick down.
Boom.
Just do it. Just take like 3 hours and just give her your last. You better fuck the sodium out of her.
Fellas, you come
This
home and
nigga
your
said,
clothes in
"Fuck
the
the
yard.
sodium out of." Damn.
When you sweat, hold on. When you sweat,
Dehydrate her.
salt comes out. When you sweat,
I know
salt
exactly
is
what you were
sodium.
saying.
Yeah, you better
Again,
fuck the
it's the
sodium out
way
of her.
you said that shit.
Yeah, because I
Fuck,
meant it.
fuck the salt out of her. That's a new
Because
one.
I meant it.
I'm
When you
putting that
lay
So,
in the
down,
song.
there better be sweat marks on them fucking sheets.
Reese,
so
you getting
what's?
a writing credit because I'm putting that as a lyric in the song.
Oh
Say
shit.
less. No doubt. No
So
doubt.
what's
Fuck the
next for
salt out that
Reese's
bitch.
Pieces? What's next for you?
Um, life. Get in where I fit in, make my money where I can, and make sure my family's taken care of. Make sure the people around me are good. Make sure they know they're loved and cared for and thought of. Because I feel like there's not enough love and kindness in the world right now. I've done enough of taking care of people physically. Now I need to take care of people mentally and emotionally.
I can understand that.
Word.
Like,
Question for both of y'all, right? In the porn industry, is there a age limit cap out?
You mean the lowest you'll fuck or
No.
the highest?
Meaning so like in certain industries, once you reach a certain age, it's like, all right, you
have you
kind of
not
over
seen
the
the
hill, if
grandma
you will.
porn? Have you not seen the grandma porn? Them bitches is nasty. They give the best gummies of their life. You will
Nigga
never
said the
get head
best
as good
gummies.
as you will get head from a woman with no teeth.
I ain't
I'll
gonna lie.
pass.
I heard that
I'll
shit is
pass.
legendary, and that's
He said,
I'm
I'll
definitely a
good.
pass.
bucket list menu item for
I'm
sure.
I'm good. My dick will nope. No, it'll be from an innie or an Audi
From
to
what I
innie.
hear,
I can't
listen,
do it.
my nigga, from what I hear, that shit is fucking amazing, son.
Listen,
Listen,
all
if
I
you
know
approach
is that
me
there are
doing
a
this
lot of
shit, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Snatch all them shits out and go to work.
Oh
Fuck
hell
you
no.
talking about?
I'm leaving immediately.
Put them
So
shits
Hector,
on the
weed.
dresser
so
and
Hector,
go to work.
I'm gonna ask you. Let's say
Yo,
you
Yes.
my sister said you're gonna get a snack and a juice box after.
boom.
That's stupid.
So Hector,
I
Hector,
still take the snack and juice box.
let's say somebody paid you 20,000 to shoot a
Nope.
glory hole scene. No, listen, it's shoot a glory hole
Okay.
scene,
And I felt
and
gums.
you feel gums. What you gonna do?
Dick is shriveling.
Yo. So all right, let me ask you this, Hector, real quick, right? Real quick. Scale to 1 to 10. Reese's neck work. Scale to 1 to 10.
Heck, you could be honest. I will not be offended.
It made me think of Harlem Nights. Sunshine.
Okay.
Put your mother on the phone.
So I'm assuming that's a 10 plus.
I ain't never coming home.
I ain't never coming home.
Hey,
All right, so
hold up.
assuming
The nigga in the basketball thing when he put 21.
Yeah.
so I'm assuming you saying that's a 10 plus, right?
Yeah. Y'all know I'm a head connoisseur too, so yeah.
Okay, so
When I said
We-
I'm good at what I do, I wasn't just boasting.
so knowing that she's a 10 plus, right? If she snatched all her joints out.
Nope. Shriveling. Shriveling. It is, you know, like a fruit roll up, it is rolling back in.
so even though you know it's amazing, you still just not try to hear that shit.
No, it's gone. It's gone. I've lost the moment.
Wow.
I need to roll a blunt. Give me a rolling straight, please. I need to roll a blunt for this.
She blindfolded you.
I need a
And
blunt
you
for that
know
one.
it's her. You know it's
I need
her.
to roll
She
a blunt for that.
blindfolded you. You still gonna free roll up?
I need to not know she don't not have teeth.
This is the most fun I've had in so long.
Like, nah, as soon as I know she don't, like, I did a scene, you know, like when you have them people that never smile, if you never smile in any of your photos or in person, you're suspect to me. And I'm gonna look at you sideways, like, why you hiding your teeth? Like, what's going on?
It's like big girls that only take face pics.
Boom.
Right. Like, what's going on? Like,
somehow they really
just tell me you
they
got teeth, so we can just
somehow they really still think we can't tell you a big girl.
Like you showed a TV.
You know what's fucked up? I am literally
the neck be of a linebacker. Like, we know.
Yo, I'm the complete opposite. I like taking pics from here down. For some reason, I always feel like my face is mad goofy. Like I'll be like OD happy for no reason, mad Joe for no reason.
What's wrong with that though?
Because I have ADHD and it is extremely hard not to speak with my face.
I can understand that because I'm the same way.
Definitely.
My face will be screaming before I ever even speak a whisper.
I purposely, in certain conversations, look away from people because I know my face gonna say everything.
Nope, I won't even remember to look away.
I scratch my face when I'm like somebody on some bullshit, and my face will be like, I'll be like,
you gotta tell. I'm breaking out in hives. Like,
see,
I
haven't learned that level yet. I'm literally looking at you like, man, fuck out of here. Like, you can see in my face, I'm telling you, fuck out of here.
If I get up and leave anywhere, like with no announcement or nothing, if I get up and leave where I'm at, don't stop me, please. Because the moment I turn around, I'm rocking somebody's shit.
I have a cool walk-off game. Cool walk. You'll be
and let me walk
the fuck off.
Let me walk.
The fuck off.
Yep. Yeah. Especially if I'm drinking. If I'm drinking, don't yell after me. Don't say my name. Don't touch me because I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you and I'm not going to fucking care. At that point, it's like.
So I got a question for you that it's probably a little bit obvious maybe, but how did you get your name?
My brother actually gave me my name.
Okay.
Like, did he know you was going to use it for porn?
No. All right, so
I'm about to say that was gonna be a weird ass naming right there.
I used to be in a gang. When I was a teenager, I used to be in a gang. But before that, I've been through quite a few hardships in my life. Like, I'm not humble for no reason. I almost died back in 2006. I was stuck in a blizzard, and he found me in the street, brought me home. And when I woke up, asked me if I knew how to make money. And he didn't want nobody speaking my real name, as my name is Teresa. And he was like, your name is now Reese's Pieces. And I was like, okay. That man made sure I was never broke again in my life. I knew how to make money from every single angle.
Y'all still rocking?
I actually haven't heard from him in a few years. I don't even know if he's still alive. He was being indicted for human trafficking.
Dang. That got
Yeah.
grim.
He was a pimp.
I kind of figured that.
He came, all right, so Bumpy Johnson? Wait, Bumpy Johnson was his great-grandfather.
Wow.
Well, he got pimp bones in his body.
Facts.
Exactly.
His
Bumpy
granddaddies
Johnson
was
was
pimps.
his great-grandfather.
His great grandfathers was pimps. Your great grandfathers was assistant pimps.
He was indicted for human trafficking in Florida. He used to call me and ask me for commissary. I used to send him money, bailed him out quite a few fucking times. And I think when I decided to stop being his front girl, that he just was like, "Oh, fuck you," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So never mind the fact that I'm the one who fucked up your bottom bitch when she tried to get us arrested. Never mind the fact that you said that I was fucking Velma from Scooby Doo because she knocked my glasses off after I dragged her through the parking lot. So
so they
fuck me.
them joints not just a prop. You really on your Velma shit right now.
Oh no, I'm blind. Yeah, I'm
I'll
blind
tell
as
you,
fuck.
Velma the
I
Fine
ain't gonna
Woman.
lie, them joints is husky as shit. I thought that a lot of people just like wearing big glasses. So.
He said,
Nigga, how you
hold
just
on.
gonna roast?
There
How
we
you
go.
gonna roast
There we
her
go.
glasses,
husky
bro?
as shit.
How you
Yo.
nigga
They
don't
husky.
give a
Yeah,
fuck.
no, I'm blind.
He roasts
Nah,
every fucking body.
it's a
I'm
lot of people that
about
wear
1
big ass
degree from
glasses.
legally
I
blind.
thought she just like wearing husky ass glasses. I don't know.
I'm about 1 degree away from legally blind.
Nigga, is my glasses husky?
A little bit.
A little.
Little bit.
So yeah,
Nigga.
I haven't heard from my brother in a while, and I don't know how he's doing. The rest of the family don't fuck with me. So, oh well.
Wow.
His birthday just passed too.
What would you say would be the craziest, freakiest, or nastiest thing you've ever had to do or been asked to do on camera to date?
I signed NDAs. I can't talk about that.
Damn, that shit must have been crazy.
Yeah, I signed NDAs. I can't
That
talk
was
about
like
that.
some
In all
Diddy
seriousness,
party
like,
level shit, huh?
no bullshit. Yeah, I can't even touch that subject. I'm sorry. Like, because all of the things that wouldn't match that category are things that I signed NDAs for.
Oh wow. So you dug in
Yeah,
these 6 years.
I'm about 3 years into these 10-year NDAs.
Damn. If you could change one thing about these last 6 years that you've been in the game, what would it be?
I wish I would have been meaner. I
What do you
wish I
mean by
wouldn't
that?
have been so nice to people to where they
feel that.
thought that they could play hee hee ha ha with me.
Yeah. They took your kindness for weakness.
So
I don't play hee hee ha ha like everybody. Okay, I take meds for my anger. I'm not a calm person. I'm a very angry person. I have explosive anger. I will hurt you and then apologize 5 minutes later. So I take meds. And
So
I feel like there are
wait.
times
What'd you
where I
say
even
earlier,
felt like I was
Easy?
gonna
Wait.
overreact.
What did you say earlier, Easy?
What that?
The crazy bitches, what?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Got that,
I'm not
got
crazy.
the best, got the
I'm
best
not
booty.
crazy. I'm not crazy. You know why I'm not crazy? Because I will never allow another man to call me out my character. Ever.
What up?
Ever. My come up is going to be paying 6 months of rent and 6 months of light and 6 months of gas ahead of time. So I could take my son on a 3-month vacation to another place.
Nice.
That's going to be my come up. My come up is not going to be giving a fuck about you. My come up is going to be acting like you never even existed. Completely deleting you out of my life. That's my come up. You will never call me crazy. I will never give you the ammo to think that you won, that you were justified. Ever. That's my come up. Being so nonchalant, you have to question whether or not I even loved you. That's my come up. That's my level of crazy. Okay. I'm still going to go to work tomorrow. I'm still going to order pizza. I'm still going to eat some shrimp and still going to drink my tequila. I'm still going to bet on the UFC fights Nothing you do is ever gonna stop my life. And that's what's gonna hurt you. Because I'm gonna make you feel like you were absolutely unimportant.
Say that one more
That's my
time, the
get
last
back.
part. Roger the fuck that.
You know, it's some real shit when raw sass ain't got shit to say.
Honestly, I didn't really hear what she said at the end, so I kind of had to play catch up a little bit. I froze a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. We just do this.
Well, just put it like this. I'm too mature to deal with your emotional immaturity.
So
that's basically it.
When I listen to Hectic, other interviews I've done, other interviews I've listened to with people in the industry, it's almost like a common theme that everybody keeps saying is, I wish I wasn't so nice in the beginning.
Because you're scared. That's what it is. You're scared. You don't want to give the wrong impression. You don't want to be seen as unapproachable or confrontational. So you try to be a people pleaser until you actually set your foundation. You set your spot in the industry.
So I know, like Hectic, I know he said a few times. I'm not trying to quote the nigga, but I know I guess he did shit either for free or cheaper than it was supposed to be, or whatever. Do you feel like you did the same thing in the beginning, and now it's like, fuck out of here, my price is my price?
Not necessarily. I stayed humble. But I'm not going to be oblivious to how much excuse me, to how much I'm giving. What I'm giving you is worth the amount that you're giving me. Because you're not just getting pussy. You're getting an experience. You're getting someone you can actually have an intelligent conversation with. You're getting someone that you can bring to a 5-star restaurant. Someone who can sit at the bar with you and drink expensive drinks and know how to hold their liquor. Someone who's not going to embarrass you in public. Who has
So
class.
for you, it's not just show up, we do a scene. Is it more so like, let's kind of get some chemistry first type situation?
If I'm not comfortable with you, then yeah, we're probably just going to stay in the room, shoot our scene, and then I'm going to go home.
So you can shoot if you're not 100% comfortable still?
I can still shoot, but the video is not going to be as good of a quality as you want it to be. It can be better, is what I'll say. It can be better. And heck, yo, there's a lot of people that know. I will rewatch the video right after we shoot, and I'll be like, I don't like that. Can we do that again? Can we reshoot this? But can we use this light in this position with this shade? Because I know what I like to watch. I know what gets me off. So I'm going to use my knowledge and my history of watching porn to edit my videos now.
When Hectic first started doing podcasts, and I asked you one day, how often do you rewatch your episodes? He's like, oh man, I'll never watch them shits. And I'm like, well, why not? How do you know if you getting better, if you did something good, if you did something bad? So I can understand what you're saying. Say again.
We're watching as soon as we're done recording.
Yeah, and I can understand that because I explained to him, I said, I watch everything I do, I go back and watch it as if I wasn't there. So I could see what I did good, what I did bad, how good can I get better, what can I do better, how did I interact with the guests, what did I do? You know what I mean? So I can fully understand what you're saying as soon as it's done, let me go back and watch it.
We don't do it after the fact. We do it right then and there. So if we have to do something better, because we want the highest quality that we can get. We want the best angles, the best lighting, the best sound, the clarity. We have to think of all of that because it has to transfer onto video. It may not look the way it looks in the camera is not how it's probably going to look on video. So you have to make sure that you're getting an equal, if not close enough match to how the lighting is going to look, to how the pixels are going to look in the camera. There's a lot that goes into it.
So even though
And like,
you
if
get
I
paid up
really
front, you
care,
still making sure you make
oh
sure
yeah,
that that quality is still great later.
especially if I
Oh,
really
you
care
should.
about the video, yeah,
Yeah.
we're definitely rewatching it, and I'm gonna be like, hold on, I need a little bit more baby oil in this video. Let's do this again. Or I don't like how
Yeah, I
my
mean, you
face
should
looks.
care
My
about it,
face
but
wasn't in the video, so can we do this again?
a lot of people don't. A lot of people, man, I've seen where we did a shoot at a content house. People still got nut on their face, and the content's already uploaded. You be like, I know you ain't sit here and edit this shit. Like,
Damn.
yeah, some people don't care because
Damn.
they so thirsty for having content that they just
Yo,
put whatever up. They don't care.
yo. And it's crazy because when one party in the 2 or 3 party video, when one party is not pleased and they are not pleasured and they do not reach their climax, you can fucking tell. Because
Mhm.
both me and Heck have had the fake nuts before.
Oh,
Yeah, Hector told us the whole story about spitting on bitches. So
I've
Right.
had to fake nuts
we,
before.
yeah,
I've had to do that
oh,
before.
we,
yeah. Well, that was
we,
personally. That wasn't in.
it don't matter, nigga.
Yeah.
You spitting
You
on
still
bitches back.
you still did it, my nigga.
That's
It don't matter if it
Yeah.
was
Damn, Heck,
vanilla
yeah.
or not.
you hawk towards somebody?
Look, he OG.
A couple
Listen.
times.
He done
Couple
done this
times.
shit a
To a
couple times. This how I know
Well,
Hector been fucking since he was 7 because that's a veteran move. That's a veteran move.
well, there was one scene that she pissed me off, and I spat in her face and then nutted in her pussy and left.
that's some gangster shit.
I do some
As
gangster shit from time to
as far
time.
as some shit like that, that's some. I'm sorry, that's some gangsta ass disrespectful shit. Yo, like
Yeah, yeah.
I give
But
you
I
as
props.
far as spitting in the bitch face as you skeeting inside of her, that's just
That's some
diabolical, my nigga.
gangsta shit.
Hey, you got
yeah.
what you call that move? You gotta call that something.
I call that. You know what?
Oh
You know what?
man.
I'm gonna give it a name.
That's
You
the
know what I
Randy
call that?
Savage.
I call no. I call that a dirty margarita.
A dirty
I can fuck with
Dirty
that.
margarita.
margarita. You
That's a
dirty
dirty
I can fuck
margarita.
margarita.
with it.
You gonna get
Yeah.
bitch, you gonna get salt around the rim, bitch.
There you go.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers is wild. I ain't gonna lie, man. The more I have conversations with motherfuckers in the porn industry, the more the porn industry just seems crazy to me.
What a lot of
You
people
know what I
don't
mean?
understand is how open-minded porn stars are.
Yeah.
We are extremely open-minded. We are
Yep.
extremely accepting.
No, y'all think on a whole different level than people
Because we
in
can
general.
separate the physical from the emotional.
Yes, which a
And
lot
a
of
lot
people
of
can't
people don't
do.
know how to do that.
Yes, a lot of people can't separate sex from real life. So to them, if we fucking, we gotta be super tied together. Where y'all just like, man, just come over here, hit this shit, get that shit on camera, give me my chicken, and we out. Like it is what it is, type shit. We
Believe
ain't
me,
doing all this extra shit. Don't try
my
to put
Uber
your
will
arms
be
around
cold
me, nigga.
before I
We
even
ain't
get out the
cuddling.
shower.
Move the fuck over. Like, all that. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I don't
well,
cuddle. I don't cuddle. Don't try to kiss me. Don't try to caress my face as if we're making love. Can you just focus on what the fuck we're supposed to be doing, please?
so you
so
don't do
for me,
them. Go ahead.
a lot of people know for me, if I go to these conventions, I'm having a little something on my arm for the weekend. After that, we don't never have to talk ever again.
Bye. Your Uber's outside. Your bag has been
Yeah.
packed.
Now
Your plane
we
is waiting.
fucking heavy for the 3-4 days this convention going on, but after that,
Bye. Thank you for the nut. Have a good night.
Wow.
Listen,
How is
I'm
it?
not even gonna lie. When it comes to casual sex, I am so much like a man. It's not even funny.
I was about to say,
I
what
have
makes it
literally,
so easy for y'all to make it that way?
I don't know. Like, all right, I say this shit. I have said this shit for years. If I did not look so good as a woman, I would have turned myself into a man.
What?
Because the way that I think is not that of a woman. I don't think with my emotions. I don't
right?
think with and there's a lot more women now that are like they're not so as caught in past generations as everybody else is because past generations of women thought with their emotions because they weren't allowed to have an outside life to where they had to use logic and reasoning. They were stuck at home, so they didn't have to. They lived by emotion because they had to gauge the emotion and control the emotion of the household.
Could that be because you grew up in a household or around so many men?
I grew up in the ghetto. Me personally, I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up
We
with
all did
crack
except
houses,
Hectic, but I'm with you.
heroin
Yeah.
houses. I grew up
None of,
Because I had
with my brother
waffles
and my
when I was a
yeah,
sister.
none of
child.
the rest of us had waffles, motherfucker. So
Nah, listen.
I had waffles.
I grew up watching my sister inject herself. I grew up watching my brother snort dub bags. Like, I grew up with HD 4K real life drug use, and I've never touched any of them. So I feel like at that point, it changed it to where I had to disconnect my emotion from my reality. So I can function on a daily basis completely on autopilot without feeling anger, sadness, happiness, anything at all.
Wow.
So when it comes to having sex, it's like it's an act. It is not an emotion, it is an act.
Was it like that before you got into the industry as well?
It's always been like that for me. I could Do you know what I call one night stands?
One night stands?
I call them IKEAs.
Who? Oh wow.
IKEA. Yeah, I've had many of an IKEA.
Wow.
And I give not one fuck.
Wow. So how
Thanks
with
for the
that
night.
being
Get an
said,
8 out of 10. Have a good night.
with that being said, how easy was it for you to be in a relationship, if you will, throughout life?
I am a love at first sight person. I will know how deeply I'm in love with you by the first day I meet you. I am definitely a love at first sight person. From the
I don't even
age
know if I
of
want to fuck you
15.
when I first meet you. So
Wait, wait,
that's
wait.
crazy to me.
My first relationship, I was 13 years old. I was in that relationship for 3 years. From 15 to 16, I was just bugging the fuck out running the streets. 16 to 19, I was locked up for some dumb shit that if I could go back now, it wouldn't be me that would be locked up. I'm gonna just say that. 19, I met my son's father. I got married. 2014, I got divorced. I was 24. And the last 11 years, I've been in 2 serious relationships in the last 11 years. Because, not for nothing, I'm way too emotionally mature for my age range right now. I'm too, you need to understand that this is a job. I don't fucking care about it. The only reason I'm leaving my house is because I'm getting paid more than $1,000 to do so. Because if not, I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm going back to bed underneath my 50-pound weighted blanket.
It's a heavy ass blanket. God
Yeah, I
damn.
know,
Yeah, I
but
was
it
about
feels
to say the
amazing.
same shit.
It feels
Shit.
amazing though. You know what it is? I don't
I
like
don't
cuddling.
like restrictions. That's
I don't like
don't
cuddling.
sound right.
So having a 50-pound weighted blanket feels like I'm being hugged without the extra body heat.
Yeah, fuck that. I feel like I'm restricted. I don't like that shit.
I'm a cold person. I'm a cold person, but when I'm sleeping, I run hot.
I'll be the most in shape sleeping motherfucker you ever seen in your
I
life.
don't
I'll
I
be
don't
just
like being
sweating.
touched. I don't like being touched when I'm asleep. I'm a very light sleeper.
You literally could lay in bed and work out.
Nigga, I toss and turn so much it'd be like doing squats in the bed.
Well, see,
Facts.
with the spinal injury that I have, it takes me at least a good half an hour and a couple sacrifices and prayers to the old gods before I'm able to actually fall asleep.
Wow. This
Like
is crazy.
I have to do some dances around a bonfire in the middle of the night. I have to sacrifice some lambs and some chickens, and I have to do some prayers and some chants and incantations before I can even think about falling asleep. I've had insomnia for the last 20 years.
I've had insomnia since I was about 15, so trust me, I get it. That shit
Yeah,
ain't no
yo,
work.
so
People that don't deal with that shit don't understand that shit fucking
you
sucks.
lay there for hours, and at some
Facts.
point you lay there and it's like, and you don't know why your heart is racing. You don't know why the
Facts.
fuck your shit is running 1,000 miles an hour. You
For
just know
no
you're trying to
fucking
go to sleep.
reason.
You just know you're trying to go to sleep. But now you're having an anxiety attack because you can't fall asleep. And now you
Facts.
can't fall asleep because you're having an anxiety attack.
Facts. I had to learn. I literally had to learn I literally am clinically diagnosed with this shit. And my doc told me after 20 minutes, if you don't fall asleep, get up, leave the room, and don't go back in the room for 30 minutes.
Nah, fuck that. Because the moment that I get up, I'm not going to sleep for hours. Because the first thing that I'm going to do is sit at my desk, and I'm either going to start gaming until I start hearing the birds
Nah,
and
see,
traffic in
that's
front
the
of my
thing.
house.
You can't. So I used to do the same shit, and he was like, "Nah, when you leave out the room, you don't do nothing that'll fully engage your brain. So do something like go sit on the couch or go fucking wash a dish or do something that's not gonna fully engage you, but it'll make you forget about the bedroom."
I have to figure something else then, because I have 3 boys in my house. I have 3 boys under the age of 15 in my house. So there is no going to the kitchen and washing dishes, because one of them is going to wake up and they're going to be like, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and now I'm fucking cooking at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm making
Wow.
corned beef and white rice.
Wow.
I'm not doing that. So I have, like, my room is my space. Everywhere else is the rest of the house. That's my apartment. If it's not my bedroom, that belongs to my kids.
I hear that.
The rest of the house, that's my kids. That's y'all. You keep the living room clean. You keep your bedrooms clean. That's it. I'll do everything else. But this is your space. So all I have is my bedroom. At least when they're home. When they're not home, I'll be walking around my crib ass naked, letting it go. So.
And you be in the mirror watching.
What? I have mirrors everywhere in my house, and I can see my ass in all of them.
Oh, wow.
It is such a pretty little thing. When I bend over, it's like an upside down heart.
I read somewhere saying that actually that's where the concept of the heart came from.
Yeah.
So
A woman's bent over ass.
yeah, but
that
we
would
about
make
to get
the
the
nigga
fuck
fall in love.
facts. It has made many niggas.
Yeah.
But
I've
we
had
about to
people
get the
ask
fuck
me.
out of here.
Yo,
What you say?
I've had people ask me, like, yo, how you just need to meet the right person. I said, well, they gonna have to know where I live. Because I don't leave my house like that. They're gonna have to know where I live and be standing on the sidewalk screaming my name for
They
48
might have to
hours before
randomly
I
knock
even
on the
look at you.
motherfucking door or something, huh?
Just a
I have
piece
to
of
figure it
delivery.
out.
All right, we getting the fuck about this cat, man. This has been a hell of a conversation, man. Every time I talk to one of y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all just be enlightening me to so much shit that I think a lot of people want to get into the porn industry, don't know how, don't know where to start, and then when they hear these conversations, it's like, oh shit, am I really that type of person? Is this really for me?
Try everything else.
No, real
Please.
shit. Real shit.
Please.
They better learn.
Try
But
everything else. The porn industry should be the last resort. Y'all hear me? It should be the last resort. Try everything else that you fucking can. Even if you don't know anything about it, do it.
Sell some dope.
Learn.
the
Do
first
everything
person,
else that you can before getting into the porn industry.
you definitely the first person I heard say it should be a last resort. That's crazy. But I actually get what you're saying though, for sure.
It is. It should
Yeah.
be, because I've done every single other job that I can fucking think of. The porn is a last resort for me. Because of my spinal injury, because of the way my body is, I can't do anything else. So yes, it is a last resort for me. It should be a last resort. It shouldn't be the first thing that people think of. Women and men are so much more capable than doing just porn.
Yeah.
We are so much more intelligent, so much more capable than this. This is a last resort.
That's crazy. But all right. This is the time where everybody talk their shit. Let everybody know who you are, what you got going on, all that fly funky shit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your girl Perry F.
How's giraffe pussy over there?
Such
Listen,
No.
that's
Hides
fine.
alien pussy.
No
We can
facts.
fly.
I'm
We can fly.
happy.
I'll meet you up there.
But it's your girl Pumpkin. Go check Petty Ass Pumpkin. Go check out my new music video, She. It just dropped. And I got a lot of singles finna drop and a new EP, Trench Bitch Volume 2. Follow me on everything at PETTYASSPUNKIN.
Apple Music definitely about to get a visit from me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Yo. Y'all know what the fuck it is. It's the Blackberry him motherfucking self. You already know what time it is. Fuck
Never
with me.
call yourself that ever again.
Nigga, that's my
Dog, I've
name.
been telling this shit for like
Nigga,
3 years. I don't know why the
that's my
fuck he
name.
keeps saying this shit. Son.
But fuck with me. Follow me
I'm
on
just glad
IG.
I ain't had to fucking say it this time, son.
Nigga, fuck both of y'all, okay? All the way to the moon. Fuck you. All right. Follow me on IG, Twitter, Facebook. It's Easy to General. Fuck with me on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all the streams. But really, fuck Spotify though, because they're not paying niggas what we worth. But yeah, then check the website, easytogeneral.com. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got some shit in the works right now. I'm working on volume 2 of the Book of Easy. Working on a little something in the works right now. Like I keep saying, I can't fully disclose what it is until I get it all finalized, but y'all gonna know what's up. But if you in Colorado, if you can make it to Colorado, hop on a flight, a bus, a motherfucking train, a boat, nigga, a bike. I don't give a fuck where you at. May 9th, Colorado Springs is going down. It's your boy live and in concert. You already know what time it is. Come fuck with me.
You've been doing a lot of shows lately, my nigga. Good shit.
For sure.
I
Trying to
ain't
build
mad
that
at it.
fan base. Trying to build up that fan base.
I ain't mad at it at all.
All right, so it's my turn. Go to Official HD Nation on YouTube. That's Official HD Nation, and check out my 2 shows, Whatever by Hectic, which is a podcast, and Beyond Pixels. If you ever want to be a guest on Whatever by Hectic, go ahead and email me at whateverbyhectic, spell the shit out, at gmail.com. Subject guest, and we coordinate some stuff. New episodes, we're on season 3 of Whatever by Hectic. Beyond Pixels, we're season 1, whatever. I'm trying to drop videos on that once a week. So bear with me on that one. It's a lot of work doing this content thing. People think it's easy, but it's not. I just bought me a new teleprompter. It's going to be crazy, so I don't have to be looking at my phone. I can read some shit. So if you ever want to be a guest, go ahead and email and just set that up. The Official HD Nation on YouTube.
Motherfuckers don't be understanding, man. This shit is not as fucking easy as it look.
I bought a teleprompter. That's how crazy this shit is. A teleprompter. Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't be understanding. Oh, I could do that shit until they start doing it. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You needed all of that? You gotta do all of that? I gotta say all of that? Yeah, nigga. Consistency is a motherfucker.
Oh, shit,
Reese's motherfucking pieces in this bitch.
So it is Reese's Pieces across all platforms, but you gotta look for the pages with the most followers. It's the one page with the most followers because there are multiple fake pages out there. Do not be scammed because I would never do that. I love y'all. So go follow.
So what we talking about? Which site we talking about that got the most followers on it that they need to look
I
for?
think it's Twitter.
Okay.
I think Twitter has the most followers right now. And Twitter has the best stuff.
The best.
Yes, it does.
You know, when niggas get sinister, that means they really mean what they saying.
Yeah. Just don't chase. Make sure you use some kind of oil, some lotion, some grease. Just don't chase.
The coconut oil.
What? Coconut oil is the best.
Yo.
It's the best.
Never would have thought to use coconut oil. That's definitely different.
What?
Oh,
You
coconut oil
sweet.
is better to use during sex than baby oil. You can actually use coconut oil as lubrication during sex, and it is good for the woman. Actually, it is beneficial
Antifungal,
to the
all
woman and
that.
the man. Antimicrobial, antibacterial.
Mhm.
Coconut oil, you can eat the shit. You can put it inside of you. You can put it on you,
Yeah, good shit.
and it tastes amazing.
Certifiable.
See,
You know,
here's the portion of why we are the enlightened idiots. This is when you start learning some shit. If you ain't learned nothing all this whole time, you learned a new way to lubricate some
coconut
yammies.
oil is the shit, and it smells
Yeah.
amazing. It softens the skin. It leaves it nice and glistening.
I get big ass jars like this.
Same.
So you on your Diddy shit with coconut oil, my nigga?
Oh, absolutely. Come and slip and slide.
Hey,
You see why niggas don't go to this motherfucker house? It's shit like that. He say shit like
Oh,
that.
nigga, if the
I need to take a
FBI
shot
is
for that one.
listening, if the
Before we
FBI is
out,
listening,
cheers,
Hey,
everyone,
cheers.
to a
cheers.
great night, a great
Bum.
podcast. I
Let me
hope
pour up.
everybody has an amazing week. Make the most amount of money as you can, and don't stress the small shit.
And on
Amen.
that note.